left off, you had finally gotten the favor of the of Lady Sanguine, Princess Sanguine, heiress to Draconia, a petulant child, dragonborn of red scale, and Tiamat's undeniable favorite, quote unquote. Um, but though you defeated the Hydra due to a mishap where you forgot to identify or just didn't identify a magic item, even though you were given many chances to identify it, um,
I just wanted us to get out of there. I don't have identify.
you you do have identify. You used it.
No, I don't have it. I
Did
needed to switch it.
Okay, well that's on you. So anywho, y'all put a portable hole in a bag of holding, and everyone got sucked in except for Fortuna, who managed to save against the vacuum. So as but and you also leveled up. You all leveled up. Y'all should be level 18 now.
Uh-huh.
So
This is in no way my fault.
this is absolutely all of your faults. Anywho,
All of us. Like,
at least two, at least two of your faults. All right, so Fortuna, you are standing alone in this room with a hydrocorp. Well, with part of a hydrocorp, since several of the heads uh, ended up getting sucked into the astral plane. What do you do?
Hmm. One sec. I'm just checking. Okay, so does the level up restore my spell slots?
Yes.
All right, cool. Mm-mm. So, where's that? One sec. I need to remember which spell to do first. Did I send it to you which spell I was gonna do first?
Yes. You did tell me what you were gonna do. It was a level 9 spell.
Yeah, I had another spell I needed to do as well though, because I can't just do that one. Where is that other spell?
You only told me the one.
Because I need a way to get back, don't I? Or does he open a portal?
I'm sorry?
Oh, never mind. Yeah, I'm casting Gate.
Okay. Uh, you. Uh, you. You wave your hands in a motion in the air, leaving a trail of light, and you create the rune circle for a gate, which you've seen many times. And reality shifts within that circle, opening a gate into the astral plane. You can see your friends as well as Princess Sanguine, and all of your items and the Hydra head are floating around in it in the astral plane.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think this is the first
Do we
time.
see Fortuna?
Yes, you can, but you also see the though Fortuna cannot see the rune circle on her end, but you can see the circle on your end.
It's a 20-foot. It's a 20-foot diameter circle.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Can I
A
go
20
with
foot
it?
diameter circle.
Roll intelligence.
Right.
In the astral plane,
uh,
your movement is determined by intelligence.
Are you serious?
Yep.
Oh my god, this is gonna be. Oh no.
If
Yeah,
I
Devil Drew's at least decently
That's
smart.
non-natural 20.
non-natural. Yeah. What's your intelligence is 2? Let's see. I believe that your movement speed is um. Uh, I believe your movement speed is I know it's based off your intelligence. I want to say it's 5 per, like it's your intelligence modifier times 5. But yeah, you can start moving there at a for a dirty 20. Yeah, you can start moving towards it and you reach it. However, it is solid on your end. It
So
is
I
like
can't go through.
it is like touching glass.
Well,
Come on,
I'm,
go
I'm
through
gonna,
the portal.
I'm gonna punch it.
Uh,
Oof.
I'm just gonna try to like grab onto like to the princess over here.
All right.
Like,
Oh, I should probably write or have her roll intelligence too.
yeah, because like just want to be able to like reach over to her to make sure that she's all right because it's a scary new
I
experience
can't
for
believe
her,
she's.
and
Yeah,
I
I can't
can't.
believe this is even happening.
Oof.
Like seriously, right now our main priority is making sure that she feels okay, she feels comfortable, and nothing bad happens to her.
Yeah, she is struggling in your.
A
Actually,
bit
she
late for
kicks
that, but
off
just,
as you try and grab. She rolled a 7. You rolled an 11. She accidentally kicks off your. You do manage to. I'll say you can either grab her, but she will kick off your metal hand, and it'll start floating around in the astral plane, with the potential to never recover it,
I need you. I
or
need you to
you
get
can
her.
not
I,
grab her.
I need you to grab her.
Uh, wait. Like your character would be like saying that like at the time, but like I mean, like I'm willing to like lose like my metal arm right now just to sake of like holding on to her right now.
All right. You grab her, and in her struggles, she manages to dislodge your robot hand, and it starts just. You can just see it drifting off into the space that is the astral plane.
And off it goes, a metal limb, possibly never to be recovered.
To
It
fade
goes
into
off.
nothing but a thought. uh, anywho,
Wow, was
so
that an intentional joke on my expense?
no. Um, Anywho, so when you touch the runes, when you touch the gate on your end, you're not able to pass through it. It seems solid like glass.
Um,
Gate is a uh, one-way spell, I
It
believe.
doesn't say that.
Huh?
okay, wait a
Yes, it
minute.
does. Doesn't
Wait, you
isn't
said
Gate to, yeah, you conjure a portal linking an unoccupied space when you see it in range of precisely blah blah blah. Portal circling, blah blah blah. You can orient the portal anyway, blah blah blah. Blah 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 blah. Doing so, I think deities or rulers who can prevent a spell from going, blah blah blah. Cast a spell, blah blah blah, blah 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 blah.
dang
Feature,
it.
any
No,
draw.
okay, this is unfortunate because I didn't decide to
Anything else?
get it because of past circumstances, so that's not good. Wait a minute, unless if I were to switch, but
Get my
What?
stuff.
Did they change how gate worked? 3 years ago, didn't it used to be one way?
That's 3 years ago.
Yeah, I haven't looked at the spell in 3 years, but I could have swore it was one way.
I think you're thinking of the other spell. There's another like
Oh,
planar
yeah,
travel.
yeah. I am thinking of the other spell. Okay, yeah, okay, no, yeah, y'all can pass through it then. Sorry, I was thinking about another spell. That's my P.
alright.
Yeah,
Alright, so basically, alright.
I genuinely thought you were keeping them there because it was the astral plane and it wouldn't let them through because it was the astral plane.
no, you opened a hole into the astral plane. Roll a percentile. to see how many of your items come to you.
I'm gonna hate this, aren't I?
No, no, no. Wait. Is it only for tuna?
Yes.
Roll.
Oh wait,
Oh
no,
God.
y'all can roll dexterity to try and grab items,
Yeah,
and
because like
depending
seriously,
on
I
your,
am.
I'll say that the DC is okay. So that's a 22 for Guaki's dex, and Deve, roll with disadvantage because you are also holding Princess Sanguine.
Come on, please let it be something high, so at least I can keep the 16. Like this is not dexterity save, right?
No, it's just a dexterity check. All right,
Yes.
16.
So 16.
All right, let's see. What's 16 plus 22? That would be
It would be
38.
38.
All right,
Yeah.
38. So that would be, oof. Let's
You want
see,
me to
30.
roll a dexterity? I can go in and grab shit.
All right, roll a dexterity. The way I'm doing this is it is 100. The DC is 100 minus y'all's total dexterity. So 100 minus 38 would be. Let's see, 38 plus 19 is 48.
62.
52.
No, 62.
38.
You said yeah, 38. It would be 62 because 62 added with 38 would make it to 100.
No, hold on. Oh, no. I'm talking about. Okay, hold on. 38 plus 19.
That would be 40. That would be 57.
57. All right, so that means the DC would be 43. So so you can see that they're struggling to grab some of the items, but luckily you jump in, hopefully with a plan. You jump in and grab some stuff. All right, you all got the things. Although there's some of the stuff that was in the portable hole still floating around.
Like the arm, like my metal arm.
Well, yeah, there's also that. You don't manage to recover that.
What was in the portable hole?
It looks like it was just a bunch of books.
Oh.
But and also the Hydra head. A couple of the Hydra heads are also floating.
Oh.
Uh,
Books. I want to
so
try to grab the books.
all right. Roll dexterity with disadvantage because you're also holding miscellaneous items.
I'm.
Oh my God, Fortuna, no.
Mm. All right. Let's see.
So
which
far, all of
you
my characters have
you
had
grab.
exception with information.
All right, you grab one book. It has no title, but you manage to grab it. However, you're starting to float away from your gate.
All right, I try to go back to the gate.
All right, roll intelligence. If everyone wants to, I'll say that. All right, yeah, you with a 23, you managed to get to the gate pretty fucking fast, faster than the others who were already there. If y'all want to escape, y'all need to roll another intelligence, Guaki and Deve. However, since you're next to the gate, it's going to be a low DC. I'll say 10. 16?
16.
You get through. And Guaki?
Oh God, I get through with the princess.
Yeah. And Guaki. DC is 10.
What am I rolling with?
Intelligence.
Okay.
Intelligence.
Just an
The big
intelligence check.
brain.
Oh,
Huh?
shit.
No,
Yeah, you
no.
very, very slowly make it. You manage to, like, you're basically trying to swim in midair, and it seems like it's not doing anything, but you inch ever so closer to it. And you've managed to finally get through, matching the DC. That was a close one.
Rocky, you could have like been kapoof at the very end before everything ended. That could have been terrible. Terrible indeed. I'm just gonna go over and console the princess right now. Just say, okay, are you feeling okay right now? Are you okay?
She seems to have passed out
Oh,
at some
If
point
oh,
during
anything,
her.
if anything, she'll treat this like a dream.
yeah. I mean, as long as like we deliver her safely back to like her room, probably will assume that it's been a dream, except for like the spoils of a victory that we have to make sure is delivered.
Why didn't you guys tell me it was a portable hole?
Why did? Why?
Why did
Yes. What?
Why you think like we
I'm.
would
All
know
right.
what a
All
portable
right.
hole is?
I'm. Ah. Ah. You're so luck. Ah.
Like
The
seriously,
only
like
reason I am not rolling for damage is because you are pregnant, and I don't want to hurt that child.
okay,
Otherwise, oh, you're not gonna see it coming.
I
ma-
just saved your life.
You put us in that situation to begin with.
No, you
Why
put that
didn't
in
you?
it.
What did I do?
what did we?
You gave me the portable hole to put in my bag.
You
You
asked for
put it
it.
in the exactly.
You asked for it. That
No,
is,
I told you guys to shut the fuck up so that we could leave. You
yeah.
wouldn't.
Like seriously,
What
You
does
wouldn't.
us
You
talking
wouldn't
have to
leave
do with you putting it in the bag and you
because
not checking
we
what it was?
literally spent 15 hours standing in sewage.
You could have just checked what it was. You're the
okay,
man. You're
okay,
the magic user.
Silver. I'm just gonna
I
walk
don't
up to
have that
Fortuna right
spell.
now and slap her with my arm.
You're the magic user. You
Wait,
should
I
what?
know
don't
how
have that
magic works.
spell.
What are you doing, Dave?
I'm
I
just gonna
didn't
slap
have
her
that
with my arm
spell.
right now. Just leave
I'm leaving
With
too.
with
I'm
your tiny baby hand or your regular hand?
with my
I'm
regular
gonna
hand.
be I'm gonna be carrying I'm gonna be carrying her though with both my hands. Just 'cause it'll be easier for me to do it than Dave.
Yeah, that's absolutely acceptable, Guaki. You
Yeah.
carry
Yeah, I'm gonna
make
pick
sure
her
not
up and carry her out the sewers.
make sure nothing happens to her.
Of
I
course
wouldn't
not.
want. It would be bad on my conscience if any of my kin were to be harmed
Yeah, fair enough.
unintentionally.
All right.
And I just, after slapping Fortuna, I'm just gonna just simply walk away. Me being steamed, very steamed.
You're an asshole. This is your fault.
I'm just we're
I'm
leaving.
not gonna. I'm
I'm
not
not
gonna
getting
answer her
even.
retort. I'm not gonna
That's,
answer her
yeah,
retort at all. I'm
I'm
just
leaving.
simply just.
Me too.
All
I'm
right.
just simply like
As y'all
your
leave,
beat.
roll perception as y'all leave. All right. Dave and Fortuna notice this. The turtle has been watching from down from the turtle had been watching from just outside of the chamber. Uh, the turtle apparently had followed you into the sewers to watch the fight.
I now have no way of carrying all of my stuff.
Yeah. Sucks to be you then. Seriously.
I'm
Wait,
going to cast a spell.
was there any stuff? Oh wait, I'm sure that stuff any
The
stuff
pot
is
of
gone.
wholesomeness.
No, I mean the stuff from the pile of gold.
Oh no, she claimed all of that.
Yeah.
She cleaned up all of that before, like we were
Well,
just picking up like
sh-
Hydra bits.
yeah, she claimed it all, but it's everything is still there on the floor.
Yeah,
All right,
Yeah.
exactly.
can I investigate it? Because I didn't. I never had the chance to do that.
All right, roll
Neither did
investigation.
I wanted us to leave so that we could get out of this
You
sewer.
did investigate. It was the thing.
I wanted you guys to shut up so that we could just leave.
I got an 8.
Yeah, no, you don't really find anything except for some shiny coin. Well, not so shiny coins. This gold, not shiny. It's in the sewers.
I'm leaving. I'm out of here.
Okay.
I'm done with these things.
Quicksilver, I'm going to cast a spell.
All right.
What you cast? No
I'm
spells.
What
I'm
spell?
casting a spell. I've
What's
got Demiplane.
what are
What?
you making?
Why? Why?
What
Why?
demiplane are you
Why?
making?
I mean, I'm making just a small room
All
for
right.
now. I'm just
Okay.
making a small little room to shove my stuff in.
Okay.
Okay.
Because these
Extra
idiots
dimensional
are
pocket
like my
dimension.
thing.
Got it.
All right. To withdraw any of that, you'll have to cast demiplane again.
Yeah.
All right.
It's only an 8th level spell, though. It's fine.
So as
I'm,
you
I'm putting all the bulky shit I can't carry around with me, like the pots of wholesomeness and shit.
all right. So what are you carrying with you then?
Um, my normal equipment, Stone of Far Speech, Astral Shell, the
The bag of cheese.
yeah, bag of cheese, ghost glasses, and pigeon medallion.
All right. Considering most of those you're actually wearing, then there's no reason that you wouldn't be able to. So, uh, you as you're exiting, you quickly just snap your fingers and a door appears. You just open it up, shove all your shit in, and slam it, and it disappears.
Yeah.
The
At some point, I'm going to like I'm going to take all my later on make the demiplane so that it looks uh living room circa the 1980s.
with that shitty lead wallpaper.
Yeah, and like a brown like shag carpeting and like a shitty little TV,
Ugh.
but like
And
bookshelves to be filled with D&D
and
manuals
all
and
that
comic books.
and all those furnitures which are extremely flammable.
Atari 2600.
Yeah. So as you're exiting, you can see the turtle scurrying, trying to pretend that he wasn't watching.
Hi, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle.
No, you didn't see anything. All right.
You're a hero and a half shell.
All right. First off, that is a huge insult to turtles everywhere. And second, um, I kind of liked how you ripped the monster's head off with your bare hands, he says, pointing at Quacky.
Oh, thanks.
Ah,
Takes incredible feats to achieve this.
ah, ah.
After all this is said and done, maybe I could show you a thing or two from my teachings as well.
Oh, I don't know if I'd ever be able to do something like that.
Oh, you don't. It's not about ripping things off. It's about being aware of your inner self, being aware of what you're capable of.
And if I do that, I'll be able to rip people's heads off.
You'll be able to do probably things you never even thought imaginable.
I'll consider it. Uh, and he uh, and he joins your party as you walk back through the sewers. Back.
It's an arcade cabinet in my room.
What?
Nothing. Sorry. Sorry. Sorry.
Uh, so eventually you make it through the sewers back to the castle. Uh, what do? You're back at the castle. You have a turtle accompanying you, and you have an unconscious dragonborn child in your care.
We're gonna bring her back to her place.
All right. Her window is on the second floor.
All right. I'm just gonna go over and tell Guaki, pass me the princess. I'm gonna go stuffily fly inside of her bedroom right now.
Ha! Stealthily.
All right, roll stealth.
Alright.
Now, for a rogue, you don't do stealth very often.
Well,
You really don't.
I, it's like my many attempts at like trying to hide or being stealthy don't seem to come up as often because like either it feels like redundant according to you, Fortuna, or something else happens. But here I am.
I really
Actually,
should have taken invisibility.
Greater invisibility.
18.
Yeah, you fucking fly into the castle and gently lay her in her bed. Her room, by the way, is very pink. There's stuffed animals all over her bed, including a plush Tiamat, um, which is
Wow.
a little weird, but
Like
but
mommy dearest is
I want a plus
merchandising.
Tiamat.
a plush Tiamat does actually sound really fucking adorable.
Yes, it does.
But yeah,
I
it looks less like the daughter of a tyrant and heiress to an empire's room, and more like just a regular little girl's room.
Hmm. Yeah. So out of all the books and such, she's basically a little girl just acting like the big tough a tyrant that everyone wants her to be. Ah, classic pressures on society on her. I'm just simply gonna head off. Not even gonna speak a word. Hopefully she'll be fine. I fly back down quietly.
All right.
Well, I would imagine the second picture there, Fortuna, would probably be the one more
It
likely
it's closer to the
her.
first.
The
It,
Really?
first one is the one I think is the cutest.
yeah, it's closer to the
There's a
first
lot
one.
of woolly ones for some reason, like knitted.
No, no.
Oh
Okay,
yeah,
that one is the
yeah,
one I most likely would imagine.
yeah,
That's the one I would most likely see them having because it's olden times.
yeah. It's like that, but not like knitted. It's closer to like felt or even
Yeah.
Got it.
There's, there's so many things from DeviantArt and Etsy for plush D&D characters.
Hmm.
yeah. So now what?
Well,
You fly back down. Uh,
right now, main objective is making sure that her officers know about the hydras for them to claim up all that gold for like their reservoirs. And simply put, when she wakes up, if she calls us for like our attention again, we just simply go in and see if like we get our agreement to set.
all right.
Because right
Well,
now we need to
her
let her
caretaker
rest.
is the person you would say that to is her caretaker, which is her butler in the castle that Lee has been distracting for the last hour or so.
All right. Well, we'll head over there and discuss it with Sir Platinum Scales, well, Sir Golden Scales Butler.
Hmm. Uh,
A little bit.
so the I think I said his name was Leroy. Did I ever say his name?
Nope.
Oh, all right.
That sounds familiar.
So, you go and you rejoin with Lee. The turtle stays out of the uh, castle. Ends up just going out of the castle to wait for y'all to come out. But you rejoin Lee and the Golden Butler, and they seem to be discussing politics. Funny enough, and then they notice you, and Lee is like, "Oh, yes, me and Chinescale here were talking about potential alliance of and what we may do to gain Her Excellency's favor.
Hmm.
Hmm. Understood. So, good sir. Well, what would you like to be referred to as? Like, I didn't catch your name.
Oh, uh, I suppose it was rude of me to not introduce myself. I am Leroy Shinescale, the butler, the head butler of this uh, establishment, as it were. And I'm sorry,
Uh,
You said your name was Shine Scale?
Leroy. Yes, Leroy Shinescale.
We
oh,
happen to have
well,
met someone by that name.
um, okay, Fortuna. I'm just gonna give you the dunce hat because, yeah, being the dunce there. But
Oh no,
Leroy,
the dunce
Oh, I
hat
want
was
to know if these are if they are real thing or not.
uh
I just
I
want to like
We've been
tell you.
telling people we're time travelers all over the place. There's no reason for us to stop.
yeah, but half the time they don't even believe you. The only one who did was the uh, fall archfey.
Mm, yeah, so right now, Leroy, I'd like to let you know that we dealt with a problem that your kingdom was dealing with beneath.
Oh no, no,
Uh,
it's not my kingdom. It's Her Majesty's kingdom.
oh
I'm
yes,
simply a
yeah,
caretaker.
well, yeah, I wasn't referring to it as your kingdom, just in general, like since you live in this kingdom.
Oh yes, I see, I see.
Yeah. So
I mean, technically, we've been in one kingdom for this whole time.
well, two. Well, what you mean this whole time isn't like where we are currently? Then yes. But we dealt with the Hydra, and we want to alert your guard to like come and take the possessions the Hydra has had because the Hydra makes a great insult to all dragons by attempting to be acting like one, having a hoard of gold coins
Ah.
such as that for
Lee speaks up
himself.
and says, Hydra, how many heads did it have?
I think it was like 12.
He pulls out an empty vial and starts heading to the door and says, "I'll be right back," and rushes out. Uh, and at this point, Princess Sanguine comes in, yawning and rubbing her eyes.
Oh, good evening, princess.
Mm.
I could go ahead and take
Oh,
a bow.
Uh,
yo,
she just throws her signet ring at you and just says, "I'm in," and starts heading
God
off.
damn it, I'm in.
And starts heading to the starts heading to another room where you can smell food.
Mm. Uh, I wish we could have left on a much more happier note, but it's the best we got.
Oh, can
See
we?
that.
We should rest before trying to get to the next stage in our adventure.
Uh, eh, I mean, we let the princess rest, so why not? At least that's one good idea you had today, Fortuna.
You're still the one that told me to put the thing in the thing.
Enough.
It's your
Uh,
fault.
Alright, I'm gonna go to the food. I'm gonna go eat food.
all right,
I
y'all are
can't
gonna look for an
rest.
inn.
Yeah.
All right.
I like to be able to like at least eat something comfortably. Uh, Feels awkward being one-armed again, especially in my new form.
That
So
reminds me, you're gonna have disadvantage on sleight of hand until your for the next 6 months.
mm, I don't have like an immediate person for repairs
Or I
since
guess
we're
it'd
all
be
the way in the
4 months.
past.
I mean, I think it's actually 4 months. How long have you been in the
Yeah,
past? 3 months or two?
I think 3 months.
Let's see. It's been about a week for each thing, plus 2 weeks of downtime. So that'd be, let's see, 9 weeks, and then plus 2, 11. So yeah, it's been a little over 3 months. So then, yeah, it's about 3 months then until your hand is fully usable, and also 3 months until the baby's due.
Babies is.
Yeah, are due. So it's not that hard to find an inn. Lee ends up catching up with y'all later on, holding a vial of a green fluid. He just says, "There was still some bile in that Hydra," and he's really excited.
Mm.
Ew.
No, it's a really good. It's really good uh, for it's a really good
Yeah, I know.
component.
I know. It's still disgusting.
Only if you drink it, which I do not advise. This thing will kill you.
A lot of things will kill me if I drink it.
Wait,
Hasn't stopped me before.
wait.
Can I? I'm
Is
gonna
it
have
is it
a.
a poison? Is
I'm
it a
gonna have a
poison?
No,
sip of
no,
it.
it's an acid.
It's not
Oh, it's an
technically.
acid.
It's
Okay.
not a poison. It's an acid.
Oh, okay. Never mind then.
Yeah,
Mm,
Hydra's spit like acid
You're not immune to
and
acid.
poison. I think
I
it might
know.
be.
That's my
there is a
correction.
I
difference.
don't.
There is
I
a
don't.
difference.
All
I
right.
know.
It's like
That's
if
my
I didn't know
correction.
the difference between a poison and an acid, then how would
Well,
I call
it's.
myself a dragonborn?
I think it's both. I'm honestly not sure. I'm gonna be
It's
experimenting
different
with it.
in that the meta effects are different. While technically it acts as a poison biologically, the way that it works means it's an acid.
Yeah.
Which means for potion making, it's important to recognize that it is an acid and not a poison.
Yeah. Alchemically speaking, it's an acid.
Mhm.
Uh,
While technically speaking, I think it depends on where
all right.
it's whether it's
Technically,
created by regurgitation or if it has a gland to create it near its mouth.
technically speaking, it's a
Does it just regurgitate on people?
I think it's a gland, because I know that hydrobile is like an actual component for some rituals, and the more heads it has, the stronger the bile is, and or the more potent the bile
I mean,
is.
it is still possible that it could just be regurgitating up on people.
Mm,
It could just be an especially strong acid,
stomach
stomach
acid.
acid. And as it grows up, it has to have stronger and stronger stomach acid because for every head it has to eat that much food. It
Okay,
has to
yeah,
eat a whole person's
okay,
worth of food for each
that
head
makes
that it
sense.
has, so
So
the
then it
acid
would
has to get
be
stronger.
separate from their poison from the bite attack.
Yeah, that is the question. Does the bite count as acid damage or poison damage?
Well, the bite counted as poison, but I mean it could have both poison and stomach
Yeah, that's the
acid.
thing. It could have a poison as well as having an especially strong stomach acid.
All right, so then I'll say that this is stomach acid. I'll say
Because
bile
the
is
because the difference is especially important when it comes to resistances. Because
yeah,
acid
I
and
know.
poison are very different according to D. Because D&D has like only so many elemental effects, but they decided that acid and poison need to be different, which makes sense. But still,
Yeah,
Mm,
even though acid itself is probably the most useless. Like Never mind. We're getting on a tangent that's gonna be taking a lot of minutes, and we have a lot of stuff to cover.
Yeah,
So,
we need to
Uh-huh.
go talk to Tiamat after a bit and shit.
all right.
Yes. Yes.
During once y'all get a room in the inn, Lee says, "All right, so with all these allies, my family and I will organize a summit between Tiamat and Oberon. Well,
Do you need like gates to be opened or anything?
no, they can come on their own.
All
Um,
right.
I mean, like to get home or wherever we're going for neutral space.
oh, no, no, I got this." And he produces a chalk. Uh, he pulls out some chalk and starts drawing on the floor of your tavern room. Uh, yes.
You know, I don't think this was in the down payment.
What?
I gesture at the chalk.
It'll disappear once the magic's done.
It might leave us a smudge. We might lose our deposit.
Uh, well, good luck finding us. Our masks, remember?
Hey,
Yeah.
where are our masks?
You're wearing them.
Oh,
You
right.
never said you took them off.
Yeah, you just feel it feels like you're living with them.
Yeah. He makes a magic circle, or a teleportation circle, rather. Completely different spell. And y'all teleport back to the coast with all 5 signet rings of the Daughters of Tiamat. Uh, so,
The
Cool.
powers combined.
so there's
I
a
am Tiamat.
so there's gonna be a couple weeks time skip until the spring equinox. That's when the summit will be held. What do you do in those few weeks?
For the few weeks.
Yeah, until the summit. The summit is going to be. You learn that the summit is going to be on the spring equinox. What do you do? There's gonna be a lot of time skips this time.
Uh, right now, are we not allowed to like talk with like the members before the meetings
You
this
can.
time,
The
or
like
like the daughters?
the Fae and daughters. Well, you're in the coast. You'd have to go all the way back to the place.
Okay. Then if that's the case, then I'm just gonna like prepare myself accordingly with like I able to get like a few like of like Hydra components from before like the whole gate incident happened. Well,
Did you collect any Hydra components?
I was going to collect them. Yeah, like
Oof.
yeah.
Well,
Well,
you didn't say that you collected them or join Lee in going back for them.
hmm.
Sorry. Uh,
um,
so anything else?
well, I think maybe I like to like go for like a walk, trying to like uh, uh talk with people like as like time is going on, like maybe like try to find like the best like poisonous like herbs I could possibly can like in the coast area.
All right.
Like
Roll nature.
well, what,
Nature.
nature?
Yeah.
Okay.
You're looking at
Alright.
herbs. These will help you identify some.
My nature check is okay. It's not really that good. So 11.
Yeah, no, you don't find any that you hadn't already experimented with before.
Hmm. Uh, I, I,
Uh,
okay.
what about you, Fortuna? What do you do in these 2 weeks? In these few couple weeks? I guess it'd probably be closer to 3 weeks than two, but still.
Oh,
I know it'd be about
I'm
two
trying to think.
weeks.
Well, I'll read that one book that I saved from the astral plane, I guess.
All right, roll Arcana.
Cool. Uh, Man, I love having intelligence-based characters.
Why'd you be in that one? 25. All right, so
Not bad.
what you find is this is research about an ancient deity, an ancient being. Specifically, it's a study about whether or not there's any validity to any of the creation myths. This one in particular talks about the god of gods, the overgod, and talks about some things called the tablets of fate. Apparently, when the world was split, when Aber Terrell was split into Aber and Terrell, each planet had what was called a tablet of fate, which is a tablet which governs how the planets worked. And they were apparently studying it, and shortly before the end of this book, the writer thought they had found one, but it ended up getting stolen by a human.
That sounds.
I'm sorry?
I said that sounds familiar. Where have I heard of Tablet of Fates before?
Uh, well, in this campaign? Or in general?
Yes.
You haven't heard of Tablets of Fate specifically until now.
Then where have I heard it in general? Because I know I've heard Tablet of Fate before.
Well, it's one of the it's an artifact. It's a famous artifact. Like the Book of Exalted Deeds. It is basically a tablet that says what the. It's essentially the tablet that wrote down the laws of physics in Arcana for the planet.
It's like the operating system.
Exactly, it's the operating system.
It's the operating system, except it is depicted as in the form of the tablets that Moses has. It's amusing.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay.
All right. So yeah.
Does that take the whole time for me to translate, or?
No, that probably takes like a couple weeks, or not a couple weeks. It probably takes a couple days to read the whole thing.
Cool. I guess I'll spend. Huh. I guess I'll spend the rest of the time studying magic things.
With the wizards.
Yeah.
All right. Roll Arcana once more.
20, nat 20, nat 20.
Nope, another 25. All right. So it seems like y'all have hit a brick wall, but after a while, they finally understand. Carson says, I think I understand. I think I get it. The world has a natural chaos to it, separate from the weave. Like the planet itself has a sort of inherent discord to it, but the music of a bard it brings order to that chaos. The notes it allows you to draw from the planet itself.
Uh-huh.
I think. He consults some of his notes about the planet you're on, as well as the hearts. Consults some of the decipherings of the riddle on that tablet that he has, and also uh, uh, anything that he had learned on the hearts to see if there's any way to translate your pleasing of the planet Terrell to a way to effectively use the hearts of Terrell.
Mm, neat.
All right, is that the end of your time?
I can't think of much else to do. I mean, unless he'll let me like invent video games. So
All right, then Guaki, what do you do in these 2 weeks? I'll say the turtle ended up joining you because y'all were offering free food essentially,
Mhm.
or Lee was
Yeah.
offering free food.
Uh, I'm gonna be finding a place for my little dragon to stay with.
All right, your dragon finds a. What do you mean, little place?
Not when I say little place, I mean like um I guess somewhere that she will be taken care of, but like yeah, somewhere to be taken care of because I can't bring her back with me, and I can't have her be part of this fight.
Well, I can help. I can look after her while you're gone. Where are you going though?
Whatever my path takes me,
Hmm.
which is anywhere and
future
everywhere.
body.
Yeah. Well, I hope our paths cross again.
Oh, I give the dragon the little
Well,
one.
that was the turtle speaking.
No, no, I
Uh,
know, but I
oh.
still give. Yeah, I give the dragon a little tiny hug,
All right.
and
The
then
dragon is asleep in your arms.
yeah, I'll give him to the turtle and give him a hug too.
All right. He pats your back. Uh, anything else?
What? I'm gonna make a pie.
All right. Roll performance, because baking is an art more than a science.
I thought it was science because you had to do precise measurements.
Nah, it's an art.
You really don't actually have to. No, wait. Yeah,
Using
baking. No, baking is a science. It's cooking that's an art.
no,
Yeah,
baking is an art. 15.
15.
Baking requires exact
Fine.
measurements. Well,
After 3 months after you've entered the past, you've worked tirelessly, and finally you've made a pie that is edible. After 3 months.
Yes, finally. Hey,
cooking is an art. Baking is a
it's
science.
it's
Pastry
complete.
baking is an
It's
arcane
complete.
Yes.
spell.
You
What type
may.
of pie is it?
I don't know. You're the one that made it.
Mm.
Rhubarb.
Yeah,
Wait.
Oh,
that's
wait,
the type
it's.
of pie.
No, wait, it's apple, because I just remembered that
Oh yeah,
their
that's right. I
main
have a over. Yeah.
their main fucking export, the coast's main export, is apples.
Okay. Yeah.
Better than
Alright.
rhubarb
Well,
pie.
I'm going to share this pie with the for us all
All right.
before
Alright.
we get out.
Mm,
One more
Alright.
quest to take
okay.
left.
It is average.
I go.
It's edible.
Mm,
It's
Oh my god, it's edible.
yeah, you can eat it.
It's a,
It tastes like what you'd expect an apple pie to taste like.
it's good, Guaki. You know, it's okay. It's okay. You know, just being honest with you, man.
Oh yeah. Also,
Um,
gonna need those things later.
So,
Um, Silver.
yeah.
There's like one more thing I wanna try to do before like the 3 months is over.
Okay. What's up?
Uh, I want to try to get myself in contact with EO again once more.
Okay. How do you do this?
All right. I take myself to like its secluded spot and like in the coast. I basically go like focus like my energies like kneeling on the floor. Keep on like this mental projection of like the cave from last time in which I was able to at least witness EO
All right.
and wanting to
Roll
communicate with
religion.
them. Hmm.
Make a religion check.
See, religion. Dang
Oof.
it.
Yeah, you focus really hard on Io, and then you feel a tingling in the back of your neck. But then you look around. It turns out Lynn was just brushing a branch across your neck.
It's really unfortunate.
Yeah, as soon as you notice her, she runs away.
She's mean.
She's a child. She's the same. She's essentially the same age as Princess Sanguine.
Yeah, but we know her as an adult.
And you know Sanguine's descendant, Lucius.
Yes,
Yeah, but
yes, we
Lucius isn't
do.
anything like her.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
Uh,
anyhow, I'm
eventually,
just.
yeah.
Mhm.
Uh, so eventually, the day the summit arrives. You three watch from a balcony along with Karsus and Nicholas. The It starts with the Lavors are sitting at a table, a, circular table, and on one side, in a bright flash of multicolored fire, steps out the five daughters of Tiamat, as well as she takes the form of a human, her Karen form, as it were, that you had seen at Oberon's ball in the future. From the other side, several vines and plants sprout from the cracks in the tile and form an archway. And out from it step the four archfey of seasons and then Oberon. They all take their seats. On one side the Fae, the other side the dragons, and separating them the humans. And they begin their discussions. It's very hard to hear from up here, but as it is, it starts with Lorenzo Lavore, the Lord of the Coast, is trying to explain certain things with Lee providing certain items which can be seen as evidence, such as some of the things he's harvested from the monsters that you've faced in Draconia, as well as his written records of what you told him happened in the Feywild. As this is going on, Karsus is next to you and is watching very intently, curious of how this
why?
plays out. Because, why what? Why
Why
what?
is Tarsus there?
No, Karsus is next to you.
Yeah, why?
Well, he's the court wizard. Though he,
Right. I
uh,
was confusing Garces with the other guy.
Nicholas,
Alright. Huh? No, no. The other wizard.
Lee.
No, the other wizard.
Those are the three wizards here.
Okay, not the wizard. The other guy.
Which
Oh.
other guy?
The last thingy. Arcanist.
Oh,
Imba.
fucking Moreau.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Moreau the first.
yeah, Moreau Senior. Yeah, no, he is not here.
I'm gonna
Okay, that
start.
makes more sense.
Are we like? Is this like all in a table?
They are at a circular table on the left, from your perspective, anyways. On the left side are the Fae, on the right side are the dragons, and in between them are the humans.
I'm gonna start. Um.
You all are watching from a balcony, and it's difficult to
I see.
hear anything that's being said.
Okay. I was gonna start laying some cards and see who wins a game of poker. But yeah, that's what I get.
I mean, you can still do that.
Okay, perfect.
Nicholas joins in on playing poker.
Yes.
Does Nicholas know how to play poker?
Of course, Nicholas knows how to play poker.
I just learned how to play poker today.
Oh, nice. What about the other two? What do y'all do while this is going on?
Like while the ceremony, like while the proceedings are starting to happen.
They're basically trying to they're discussing terms of truce while basically what's happening is the coast is laying down the evidence that neither party took the person that their war is
that's right.
over, as well as trying to
We're
convince
looking
them
for those two.
while trying to convince them to aid in an assault on the Abyss for an entity that was able to capture two deities,
Who are the two deities again?
Bahamut and
Bahamut.
Titiana.
Yeah, Titiana and Bahamut. Yeah, okay.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
It's telling you.
yeah. That's what they're doing. So what, Dave and Fortuna, what are y'all doing while this happens? While y'all watch this?
I'm
Probably-
gonna be I'm probably watching this intently just to make sure like nothing goes wrong. I want to be ready and like first notice if anything tries to like crash the party because I don't want anything to go wrong. Here.
I am probably just fucking around. Doing whatever.
You join Guaki and Nick's poker game?
Hell yeah.
Alright. So, there gets to be a moment when the Archfey of Fall is speaking, and the Archfey of Spring also speaks. There is one point where Tiamat slams her fist on the table angrily, and seems that the white daughter of Tiamat begins to talk to her. After several hours of very, very intense negotiations, they all, you can see Oberon sighs and holds out his hand. Titiana begrudgingly shakes it. And
Yay.
Lorenzo lets out a huge sigh of relief.
Tiamat, not Titiana.
Yeah, Tiamat, not Titiana. Tiamat. Sorry, their names are extremely
All
similar.
of a sudden, Titiana
No,
shakes.
I mean, that would
plot
make
twist.
That would make this agreement a lot easier.
That would be
That
a
would-
huge plot twist, and I am not going to do that because that would make no sense. I'm not going to Shyamalan it. I'm not going to add a plot twist for the sake of a plot twist. All my plot
The
twists.
Shyamalan twist. This is all been the
Oh,
fairy dragon's
yeah.
fault.
Yeah,
the
no.
fairy dragon for the reason for everything.
Isn't the fairy dragon, like, not even around yet?
Yeah, no, he doesn't exist yet. Anywho, eventually the dragons and the Fae go their separate ways and leave in a similarly dramatic fashion as when they came in, with plants and fire.
Want them to play poker with us.
Eventually, Lee waves
Wanted to
y'all
play
down.
poker with Tiamat.
With everyone.
Eventually, Lee waves you down.
Oh. Oh. Calling for us.
When you
Hi.
when you make it down there, Lee is like, "All right, that was exhausting. We had to convince Tiamat that it was a huge slight against all dragons, and more and a bigger slight on herself that someone would take her brother. So we
Hello.
had to basically convince her to agree for selfish reasons. It was
Yeah, that's what usually happens when you try to deal with deities.
yeah.
Mhm.
Not
So
fun.
she's not going to she's not doing this for any noble reason. She's doing this just so she can hold it over her brother.
Well,
To be
Well,
fair, I don't think.
that's totally fine.
To be fair, I don't think I'm doing this for any noble reason. I just don't want to die.
that's the point.
Eh, I mean,
And
I'd say not wanting to die is decently noble.
As
Uh,
good as a
I
reason
mean,
it is.
yeah, I mean, it's better than doing it for petty reasons like being able to say, I told you so, or hey, remember that one time?
Yeah.
or
By
trying to
the
tell
way,
you out of it.
We are. Oh, by the way, we have we decided that we're gonna launch the assault on the summer solstice. It gives us 3 months to plan, and also time to figure this out. And he holds out a scroll that the Archfey of Summer had given him. Rolling it out, you see that it is the map to the Colossi.
Hmm.
Oh.
well, see, about that, why are you just repeating to Sai instead of responding
I'm
to us?
having I'm having PTSD moments with that Colossus.
It's all three Colossi. It's a map to all three Colossi.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there's
I
a
thought it
reason
was
we
that
didn't
one.
want to. There's a reason why I specifically was like, let's keep this out of everybody's hands.
Yes, yes, she mentioned that, and she agreed to give it to us on the condition that we only use it against this. Once we supplied enough proof that it was this monster in the abyss that was uh, behind it all. We're only going to be using it against the monster in the abyss, and then we're gonna send them off to far corners to be disappeared.
Far
Never,
corners, huh?
never to be
Never to be seen
interacted
again.
with it. Yep.
Never seen or heard from again.
Exactly.
Just like all of those. It's like all of those Zach Morris characters.
Uh,
Uh,
Lorenzo just quietly walks off. Uh, Lorenzo, if for a reminder, is the Lord of the Coast and does not like y'all.
hey,
Uh,
do you think that's why he's so much of a dick in the future?
you've never met him in the future, sort of. You've only sort of met him in the future.
Isn't he the Lich?
Yes.
Partially?
Yes, sort of.
Sorta. Sorta.
Yeah.
Sorta.
Sort of.
He's a dick, and the Lich is a dick.
Whatever. So we have about 3 months to. I think it'd probably be best if we get you three attuned to these. And yes. And he gestures to the map and says, and also we it might be a good idea to. The reason why we're waiting until the summer solstice is because then we'll be able to use the hearts again for another wish, and that may come in really handy. Yes. So, and it's gonna be a 3 month time skip. Which colossi do y'all want to use? For a reminder, there is the Empress, who is the serpent one that Hecate ended up controlling in the future. There is the world, which is the one that was under Neverwinter, and then there was the tower, which is the one that was in the Isle of Dreams. Who wants control of what?
I'll
I,
control. Which one am I gonna control?
I'm just gonna go ahead and take Neverwinter's the world.
All right.
Which is the other one? The
Uh,
other two?
there's the Empress and the tower. The
The
tower.
tower is always fun to me.
Okay, I'm curious. Which turret best aligns with us? That's how I want to decide.
All right. Well, maybe.
I mean, realistically, I think the tower more aligns with Fortune.
Okay,
Well,
so let's do
the
The
that.
tower
tower
is
represents
the
change and also
no, no, no.
disaster.
Death represents change. The tower represents destruction.
Yeah.
hmm
And what does the world and the Empress represent?
Okay, Empress is basically wise, leader, like someone who is able to uh, delegate. Like it's just like a strong characteristic. Meanwhile, the world is basically like a complete being, like someone who has traveled the world and gained many experiences from all the other tarots.
Um, which one do you think we best fit both in?
The Empress represents creativity and expression. The world represents experience, I want to say, or learned. Uh, and the tower represents destruction.
I
I think
think
there are
what
arguments for all of those for each
Yeah,
person.
I'm fine with Deve getting the world.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, I was kind of thinking that,
Deve,
especially yeah.
yeah. So
Um,
so Guaki and Fortuna, y'all get to choose between the tower
I'm
and
picking the Empress.
the Empress.
yeah, I felt like the Empress actually fitted Flocky more.
All right. So that leaves the tower with Fortuna.
All right,
Okay.
perfect.
All
Great.
right.
Let's go into mech mode.
Haha.
All right.
Let's go get our mech.
All right. Y'all travel across the far worlds, each separate. You
I mean,
follow the maps.
essentially.
Huh?
Did I mean essentially?
Y'all travel to
Wait,
the far reaches to where the maps indicate, and
wait, wait a minute, wait a minute. I
what?
just now realized my arm's back.
It not yet.
Yeah,
It will be
not yet.
after we do this
Uh,
interlude.
Yes.
yeah,
After this
after
time
this.
skip, your arm will be back.
But currently, we're presumably going to be tasked with a couple small tasks during this time skip
Mhm.
for while we get these thingy about
Yeah,
mech.
yeah.
It is an arduous task, which is done via montage of each of y'all getting to your thing. Uh,
This
Deve,
really is an '80s movie.
Deve, as you well, I mean, I did have stuff planned, but we've been in the past for a really long time,
Yes.
and
Look, we're basically getting
yeah.
mechs. We're like '80s all the way.
So, Deve, as you uncover the world, as soon as you roll wisdom, as you touch the flat face of it, roll a wisdom.
Alright. Okay.
You find it half buried in a desert, or actually mostly buried in the desert. You only recognize its iconic shoulder pads and flat face, which acts as a floor. Apparently, people were
Eight.
worshiping. All right, as you press it, or as you press your hand against the thing, nothing seems to happen at first, and then the ground starts to rumble and it starts to get up. However, it is not in your control.
Okay.
Also, you notice a distinct lack of Div was here carved into the chest, like it is in the future. Because remember, first time you were trying to climb it, you were like, I want to carve Div was here. And I said, you go to do it, but it's already carved.
Wait, you mean to tell me I accidentally went with the one that was already marked in fate?
I honestly thought that's why you were doing it.
I completely forgot about it.
All right.
I chose it because of the story reason of like that place being like the most focal point of me starting to lose everything and me starting to lose my way.
Oh, yeah, I guess
Even
that
though I
does
didn't
make
lose
sense.
any of my loves.
I guess that makes a lot more sense than my subtle foreshadowing being played as a joke
Yeah. Yes.
over a year ago.
Yeah, no, I completely forgot about.
I seriously, as soon as like I recall this, it's like if I don't do this now, how am I gonna be able to like hit myself in the future? I basically carve it out nicely.
All right. Roll our.
Pass,
He
though.
tries to sign
Which-
it like as nicely as possible.
Which weapon are you carving it with?
You know what? I'm gonna carve it with the Aurora Borealis itself.
All right, roll Arcana with advantage, because that is a really fucking magical weapon.
You were singing, wasn't you?
Oh, that's a dirty 20. Roll again, because you have the advantage. Steve?
Steve.
Dave, roll
yeah,
it.
sorry.
Advantage.
I wasn't singing.
I heard somebody singing. Yes, you were.
All right, so with a dirty 20, you carve your name into it. As you do, you learn that the underneath the stone exterior, the inside seems to mostly be made of clay, and so it becomes very easy to carve your name into it. And as you do, as you finish, the Aurora Borealis's magic seeps into it, and it freezes up, and your face starts to appear on its face, signaling that you have control. Fortuna, you chose the tower, I believe?
Yep.
All right, roll Arcana. Or roll Wisdom. As you find this one at the top of a freezing mountain.
Damn it, wisdom. It couldn't have been Arcana?
No, it's Wisdom.
Heck.
24. Yeah, you have no problem with this one. You just fucking cast Fly and land on the top and extend your magic into it, causing its face to become yours. And slowly, as you're sitting on its shoulder, it starts to walk its way down the mountain. Guaki!
What
Now-
does the tower look like? I actually don't. I remember what the other two looked like. But I don't remember what that one looked like.
Let me pull up a picture. Let's see. I remember it had like a sort of a skirt, I want to say.
I remember the other two images that you made, but I don't remember you.
I just remember
making-
I can't find it right now.
It's fine.
Oh wait, actually. Oh yes. It was quite literally a tower. Uh, it was that. It looks really stupid now. It's like that, but with your face. You're standing on the. Yeah, it looks really stupid.
Okay.
I know. But it stands
Why were
up.
the arms not connected?
Magic. Anywho, it finally
The
stands
wizard.
up. You see that its skirt type thing that serves as the actual tower portion um, end up parting, uh, allowing its legs to actually move. Because if you remember, when you saw it, it didn't even get a chance to move before you fucking blew it up
Yeah,
in the
we
future.
didn't mess with that. That's why we didn't really remember it very well because
It it
that
it wasn't a. It didn't end up being a boss.
yeah no that time after you said that it existed lasted like a minute
Yeah.
before we were already going to the next stage of stuff. We didn't fight it at all.
Yeah. So Guaki, you find yours. The Empress is the smallest of the three. It is the one that is serpentine. It is the one that is a naga. Here's its picture. Uh, it is a humanoid. It is a feminine humanoid body with
Bringing me back.
yeah, blast from
Yep.
the past. Uh, and it is yeah, that's what it looks like. It is in a cave. It is in a cave deep underground. Now they had to make a special circlet for you to wear in order to be able to tap into this. But you find it. It has no face, as it does not have a master yet. Roll wisdom to take control.
Couldn't he technically use ki to take control rather than magic?
Well, these things use. Oof. Yeah, no, you try to tap into it and it fucking flings you back. Trying to tap in, and you are knocked prone. This thing is now active and is seething with malice against you, who has no magical prowess.
To be fair, that makes sense, but it is really funny to me.
Uh, what are you gonna do to try and take control of it?
He's gonna have to fist fight a giant robot.
It's not a robot. They're essentially giant clay golems.
They're, they're more like I thought they were stone.
No, they have stone plating, but the inside of them is clay.
Yeah, but so they're just giant fantasy mechs, though.
Well, no, because
Basically,
you can't ride in them.
you can't ride inside all mechs when they're inside their mech form. Sometimes you can't ride them in their mech form.
Anywho, Guaki,
Sometimes you can only ride them in their.
Can I
Guaki.
try again?
Okay, yeah, sure. Roll first off. Shit. Let's see.
Okay, that
It's getting. Does 18 hit you as she comes in for a punch?
No.
All right, you managed to dodge out of the way and run up her arm to the flat face, the featureless face. Roll wisdom again. 17. Yeah, you tap into it, and it takes a bit of time, but you finally manage to gain control.
Okay.
So, with your three colossi back, or with your three colossi under control, you all make your way back to the coasts from separate corners. Eventually, eventually the time comes. Fortuna. Fortuna.
Yeah.
Roll
Okay,
Constitution.
Oh God.
It's time.
Did it have to be Constitution?
Yes.
At least it's not strength. That'd be
Oh,
awkward.
oh my god. Like strength would be like you doing the monkey bars while you're doing this.
All right.
15.
Fortuna, you feel a pain. Well, first you feel your water break, and then you feel a lot of pain. And after many hours, at some point you had passed out. When you wake up, you can see two beautiful children, a boy and a girl, both full elves, and they are they are tan skinned with blonde hair. Well, with a strawberry blonde hair. A mixture of your blonde and their father's ginger hair. And what do you name them?
Fuck. I don't remember. I had names picked out, and I don't remember what they are.
You didn't write them down?
I did at some point.
Hmm.
I'll be right. Let me just look back at the pictures. Where are the pictures?
Yeah. Basically, I'm trying to rush through 3 sessions worth of content in like 20 minutes because I'm guessing y'all are just as tired of the past arc as I am. I know it's a bad DM thing to do, but
I mean, it's your stuff that you're rushing through,
Uh-huh.
not things that we are invested in or anything. So it's not
yeah.
bad.
Like
DM
y'all
work.
got the important stuff out. This is just I'm basically rushing through loose ends that need to be tied up before the big
Of
finale.
course, yeah.
Oh god damn it! What was there?
What?
Did I never come up with names for them?
You never
I could have
did?
sworn I gave them names.
Well, you can come up with names next time.
Yeah, sure. I'll just save it for later. All I remember is that they're a cleric and a
And a warlock.
warlock.
Oh, what happened earlier?
Oh, Fortuna had the babies.
Oh.
Yeah. It's twins.
Okay.
A boy and a girl.
I'm just okay.
Uh,
Oh.
yeah. And Dave has his hand back. Also, Dave, do you switch back to being a guy, or are you staying the entire time as a girl?
Can I roll Constitution to see if I faint from the?
Sure.
Alright.
Fortuna fainted. No, you managed to stay. You've probably been present during back at the monastery. You were probably present when people were born, so it's
Yeah.
nothing
Saw it since I was a
new.
child.
Yeah, you accompanied many. You were basically the midwife for this. I mean,
I just hugged them too up.
you're basically the midwife. Man, Guaki is ordained. Guaki's acted as a midwife. Guaki has
Yeah, I know. I so many
ceremonies.
ceremonies.
You are a
Yeah.
master of ceremonies, MC
Yeah.
Guaki. Yeah.
Yo, I'm MC Guac. MC Guacamole.
Gonna bring the
Guacalicious.
fist down.
So, after a brief time recovering, aided by magic, the Archfey of Autumn offers to take them in and care for them while you're doing battle. The Moreau also offers assistance and demands to join. Moreau Sr., I mean. He demands to
Okay.
join the final battle.
Sure. Sure.
Yes. If there's anything I can do, I am going to do it. This thing has made my life miserable by causing such uh, difficulties in the Feywild, and I would very much like to be a part of its downfall.
Morning.
Yeah. Sounds good.
There we go.
There you go.
So, the time comes. Fortuna, did you ever figure out how to use the hearts of Terrell without dying?
Oh, I thought, I thought that was Fortuna.
Yeah.
I did too. For those who don't know, I asked that. There was a moment of silence, and then Dave just left. We thought it was Fortuna backing out. Fortuna,
That would have been funny.
Fortuna, did you ever find out how to do it? The
Can
tablet.
you repeat the information?
The tablet said to bring harmony to the hearts. The tablet that has the information on the hearts of Terrell. It said to I think it was bring harmony to the hearts, and or like harmony to the hearts. To appease.
The hearts gemstones? Or...
The hearts are. They have no defined shape. They're those lights that were under the underground. They're the lights that were under the castle.
I mean, clear bardic magic is what I use, but like, Can I use detect magic to see if they are different wavelengths of music?
Yes. Yes, you can.
Alright, I'm going to use detect magic to see what they sound like.
Alright, let me just grab, I believe it was this. Where is...
Do you have an audio clip or something?
Yes, actually. They are actually different. They are all different. Each one is a different school of magic, and though it should be cacophonous, it is actually quite beautiful. It is the same song that you heard back when all the avatars of magic were in the same town, although this time it is not deafening. The song is 7 notes. You can pick out 7 notes in particular. It is da na 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 na. It is the entire song is built around that short refrain.
Hey guys, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. They're about to try and summon Terrell without dying.
All right, that's good and all. I heard your question before, but I'll wait until after.
What was the question?
No, or what?
What question?
Oh no, about like whether or not if I change back.
Oh yeah, did you ever change back to being a boy, or are you still a girl?
Basically, right now, like if I'm gonna wait until like after like the events are over for like me possibly, depending on how this goes. Okay.
All right, and you do have your hand back.
Yes, I do.
All right. So, Fortuna, what do you do?
Two answers. There's the silly answer and the real answer. First, the silly answer, because it's stuck in my head. Humming doot 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 doot. Because the way you said that really sounded like the beginning of the Jeopardy theme song, and it got stuck in my head.
No, it's da na 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 na. It's those 7 notes that I fucking sent you a long time ago, back when you last tried to use detect magic on them, but weren't able to do it complete, or you were too distracted to be able to pay attention by the people coming.
Are those in order, or are they? Hmm.
I'm sorry.
Are those notes in order, or are they in separate from each other?
Uh,
Is the order directly in order on, like scale? Is it in a scale? Is the order in the scale order, or is it in a different order?
uh, okay. I've got the actual song now. Let me fucking. What is with my mouse lately? Let me send you the song. Where did it go? Here it is. Here it is. I believe. Oh, I think that might be a bit off tune, but it's basically that. I fucking put it in the chat.
I am going to try playing the notes in the order of scale, like do 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 do.
No, there's no reaction. Actually, the fucking lights seem to be angry at that.
Mm.
Anything else?
Anything else?
Like the
Okay,
entire
I'm back.
the entire song that all seven lights are making are built around this tune.
I can try playing the tune.
Okay. You put you put the bow to the violin string, and you begin to play this tune. As you do, the lights seem to blink with light more and more vibrantly. As you do, they lift up from their pedestal, mm, or the
This
thing
is a
that they were.
lot easier a solution than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah, most of them are. And they begin to circle around each other as you play the song that they are singing. Uh, Eventually, they combine into one very bright and light, out of which snakes the form of a dragon, which then shifts into a more humanoid form. And it lands on the ground, a reverse silhouette of a human, and feminine in form.
Hello.
What is it that you wish?
All right, wishes.
Your your hand.
No, no, don't make jokes like that because they'll be taken seriously.
Okay.
We
Oh,
have to
what?
say in order to for the wish to work, we have to say grant us, and then he gestures to or he makes a gesture to say uh, that it's basically Lady Torel, please grant us. And then he doesn't finish because he doesn't want the wish. He doesn't want to actually Lee doesn't want to accidentally make a wish.
Okay.
Okay, so do we want? Did we want to try and like open a like portal to our boyos or what? What was the wish we were gonna try to do?
All right. What we were thinking was a one-way, like gate, like what you had, but one way. That way we could go in, but it couldn't come through. It would
Well,
act as a
basically maximize like gate from here to
the
the
abyss.
two, well, specifically to the two people we're looking for, right?
Yes, yes. It'd be to that part of the abyss, one that's powerful enough that we can go through, but it can't come out because I personally don't want it to use our own tactics against us.
Hmm.
So,
I really think one way is the best phrasing since we're gonna need to get back.
well, can't you? If we do this right, then either me or you could open a gate back, but
Yeah, but it could get through that.
not if we defeat it first. If you
Ah,
open a
that's
gate
what you're
right
getting
now,
at.
it could come towards us. It could escape through your gate. What I'm proposing is a gate that we can go through, but it cannot.
Then why don't we ask for a gate that we can go through that it can't go through rather than a one-way gate?
All right. We could do that, though. Uh, uh, we'd have to be very careful, or else it might end up one way as well.
I mean, if that's the only way, then that's the only way. But I'm just saying we can give their other options. Unless we
There's
want to
also
specifically phrase it exactly how it works.
we also don't know how much of it. We don't know how many goons it has. Essentially, what if there's more than one?
Hmm. Hmm. Well,
It will definitely.
we
They'll
could
probably
say
have it.
we could say that no forces of the abyss can go through it.
Okay.
And then the definition of forces of the abyss would be up in the air.
Yes, because depending on how depending on how she grants it, it could consider us a force of the abyss once we're in there.
Shit. Okay.
And depending on how she grants it, it might not consider the being to be a force of the abyss since it wasn't originally from the abyss. Technically.
Possibly. We still don't
You
even.
could call out its name and say it and its forces can't go through the gate.
We don't know its name.
See, that's the problem. If we knew its name, this would be a lot easier.
We could wish for its
That's just how
name.
magic works.
We could wish for its name.
I mean, yeah, but like that would be really inconvenient for everything else, wouldn't it?
True. It'd probably be best to wait another 6 months to find that out, but by then it wouldn't be. By then we wouldn't need it. Hopefully.
Yeah.
Well, why don't you make the decision on what to specifically say?
All right. All right. Lady Terrell, please grant us a one-way gate to the abyss that we can that can be entered from the material plane, but not be exited through the abyss. That leads to the being that stole Lord Bahamut and Lady Tiziana. And with a wave of her hand, Terrell says, "It is done." And you feel slight tremors everywhere. And she glows brightly and splits into the 7 orbs, which shoot into the ceiling, but are unable to penetrate the ceiling, falling back onto their pedestal.
What?
That feels like it should have done something else, to be honest.
Well, we specifically built this room to be able to keep it from spreading across the world. So that only we'd have access. And now that we know how to access her without having to sacrifice wizards.
Yeah, that's a plus.
Yes, it very much is a plus. As y'all are saying this, Lynn runs out and says, "Y'all are gonna have to see this." I said, "Y'all are gonna have to see this."
Oh, what's
All right,
happening?
let's go see what it is.
Rushing outside, the sky is dark. You can see. As far as the skyline is, it is dark except for lines, which are in the rune circle of Gate, spreading all across the sky. The portal she made is massive and encompasses the entirety of the kingdom. Okay. Moreau is on the outskirts. We need to go get him. He can take us up there.
That's true. We can get Moreau and all of the other forces.
Yes. Everyone, get your colossi ready.
All right.
All right. So, you all make your way to the outskirts. There is Moreau standing at the foot of all three of your colossi, as well as several chromatic dragons and many high-ranking fae. They are all staring at the sky, terrified of what is, like, realizing, hey, this is it. What do y'all do?
All right, everybody. I'm gonna climb up on the tower.
All right.
I'm
The
just
tower.
gonna-
The tower kneels and picks you up to put on the on its head. So
Cool.
yeah.
I'm simply resounding like a battle cry of like, this is for the sake of the Dragonborn. This is for the sake of all dragons. This is for the sake of everyone.
Yeah.
Come to me, the world.
The dragons are rallied by that. You are appealing to their narcissism.
I'm the one that can give inspiring speeches, not
Then
you.
give a rousing speech.
All right.
Rousing speech will encompass all of these forces.
You have been fighting for years because of a lie. Now is the time to correct that. Not a mistake, but a deception.
Nobody deceives dragons! One of the dragons says.
A deception that is the root of evil. Through this space above us, all we must do is fight that evil.
Oh, is that the end of it? All right. The entire forces give out a battle cry, and Moreau says, "I guess it's time. I guess it's time." And he claps his hands. The ground rumbles beneath you, and an entire chunk of earth carrying the entirety of this army of armies, begins to lift in the air and rapidly fly towards the gate in the sky. Roll perception real quick as you're rising in the air.
I just realized how funny Moreau Senior's beard looks.
Well, you don't like handlebar mustache?
Fuck, 19.
All right, Fortuna. Let's see what Steve rolls. 18. All right, the both of you, as y'all are rising up, you can see the gate. Excuse me. The gate seems to be powered by multiple beacons across the kingdom in a circular shape. Massive towers, each supplying energy to this powerful circle. And then there's darkness. You're in the abyss. It's cold. You're illuminated from below, the world below. Everyone starts hopping off. All your statues do as well. And Moreau hops off as well, splitting the landmass into many large chunks. You are all standing on the circle, although it is the gate circle, although reversed on this side. It seems like it is indeed one way, as you are not falling through. Moreau is standing there holding several chunks of earth in the sky, waiting. And then you hear it as a massive dragon made out of darkness itself is barely illuminated by the world below. It is serpentine in shape, with strange wings which have a faint iridescence to them. It has a very, very faint glow in its chest. But other than that, it is a near indiscernible silhouette, constantly shifting as though it is struggling to keep form. But it does keep form enough to notice you and start charging towards the army. Everyone roll initiative.
Oh my god. Like, I want to know what is that dragon.
I wanna kill it.
Oh, fuck, it got a nat 20.
No, that was you.
Yeah, it.
Yep. The dragon. The enemy. The adversary.
He's going first.
Our foe.
The big
Yep.
bad. All right. So
Steve and Sarah.
it is oh geez, Steve got a fucking 3 or 7. Okay, so
Yeah.
and I'll put Guaki at the end for whenever they come.
Yep.
All right. I'm gonna roll percentile for the army. I'll roll them at the very end and just roll a percentile to see how effective their hits will be. Right now, it is about 100 feet away and actually, it's flying towards you. So it's gonna fly towards you, and first thing it is going to do is breathe use its breath attack on the army. Actually, it's gonna try and use your breath. It's gonna try and use its breath attack on the. Let's make it use its breath attack on the tower. 20. The tower needs to make a Constitution save. Go ahead and roll advantage, and I'll say that all the Colossi's constitutions, because they're, golems. What is the clay golem? It's going to use the stats of a clay golem, but bigger. Let's see. Its constitution is going to be 4. All of the Colossi's constitutions are going to be 4.
Okay, I pulled up a clay golem, by the way.
All right. Ooh, that's not going to do it. All right, so, and also each of the Colossi's health are going to be 400. So I'm going to need y'all to keep track of that. Let's see.
I'll mark that in my 10th HP slot.
Keep track of what?
Keep track of the Colossi. Each of them start with 400 health.
Got it.
All right. It's going to take 81 points of necrotic damage from this thing's breath. Is it immune? No, it is not. It does not have resistance against it.
It does have resistance against magic.
Does it have a clay golem?
Yeah.
I'm not seeing that. It's got resistance against charm, exhaustion, frighten, paralyzed, petrified, and poison. It's got immunity to acid, poison, psychic, bludgeoning.
Look down in the not that area. Down here, there's there's magic resistance. Along with acid absorption and.
All right.
And stuff like that.
Okay. Does this count? Because this is a breath attack. Does this count as magic?
I think it does. All it would do is give me an extra advantage on the saving throw though. So it doesn't.
So go ahead and roll the advantage.
Yeah, I think it's not really gonna help much. I got 21 this time though.
That saves.
That's actually all right. Is it half damage on a save?
Yes, half damage. So instead of 81, it would be 41.
41? Yep, okay. That I can do.
All right. And I think this thing gets multi-attack. Does it? Oh, it gets... All right. It is going to slash its claw at the tower. Oh yeah. Well, I decided to put you at the end, after Deve, since you weren't here for rolling initiative. Let's see. It is going to use its claw to attack 1d20. Oh fuck it! Nat 1. All right. So. It breathes its attack at the tower, and the tower just shrugs it off. Then it goes in to try and claw at it, and the tower just shoves it on the ground, where it falls prone, and its turn is over. Fortuna, it is your turn. You can either act as Fortuna or act as the golem.
I'm going to act as the golem.
As the Colossus?
Colossus, yeah. As a Colossus. So I'm going to do the attack the way it says in the clay golem stats, but then we'll talk about how damage works for it, okay? So I'm going to make a multi-attack 2 slam attacks.
All right, go ahead and roll to
And
roll to
because
slam.
It's prone, I have advantage.
Yep.
This is insane because of what it is.
Yeah, I can't believe Nat 1 first roll actually. Oh, well, Oh wait, you have advantage
It's
though.
advantage.
Yep, you have advantage.
That is funny though.
15.
15.
15 does not hit.
Okay, so that's fuck all because it's a melee attack.
That oh wait, you need to. Yep, 27 hits. Yeah,
All right, now
27 does hit, definitely.
okay. So about damage, the regular damage is 2d10 plus 5. We can
Yeah, let's make it 10d10 plus 10.
okay.
Yeah.
If we had more time to like plan this, like specifically, you could have given it like special attacks for each of the colossi. But I know you.
Yeah, I really didn't want to. That's a like.
It would take a lot of time to set up.
Yeah, and I've been spending so much time preparing my next campaign.
That is, I forgot the R.
Yeah. Jesus, 62.
62. That's not bad, but it's not the best damage it could have been.
Yeah.
It could have been 110, so like 62 is a little above average.
Yeah. All right, Deve, it is your turn. You can do anything a clay golem could do. So you have it is current, or you can attack as yourself. It is currently prone. So all your attacks have advantage. You can either do something as Steve or do something as the world. So which do you do?
What attacks can I?
You can do slam. It's to attack it's 1d20 plus 8, and upon a hit it is one. Upon a hit it is going to be 10d10 plus 10 damage.
Turn around.
Oh, it needs to make a con save, by the way.
Okay.
Might succeed on a DC 15
I'm going to
Constitution save or have it
Oh shit! It
58
failed.
maximum.
Wait. So
So
what?
basically now its hit point maximum is reduced by 62, meaning it can't heal up.
All right. 27 hits, and don't forget you have advantage. So go ahead and roll again and see if you can get in that 20.
Oh my god! If only if I was a fighter.
You can also do a multi-attack with this Goyo.
All right.
Oh,
So 20.
God.
So 27. The first hit. Roll 10d10 plus 10 for damage.
I don't know if this thing has any way to heal, but if it does, we
60.
want to.
Oh, one short.
Ah. So close.
68. Roll the con save.
All right.
Con save?
No, me.
Not you, not you.
Okay.
The
15.
Okay, so that matches. I think that works on the dragon side.
I think
If
so.
it matches, yeah. I think we've decided that when on a saving throw, when it matches, it's good. So yeah, it's fine. I don't know if it has any way to heal itself, but it can heal that 68. It can't heal my 62.
All right.
And Dave can attack again in
Yeah.
a multi-attack.
Yeah, you have multi-attack.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Let's do this.
Now you get to actually see this thing in action rather than just being. Oh wait, no, you got to see it in action when you were fighting the High King. Fuck, not 20! You have advantage. See if you can confirm it. If you can confirm it, I'll let you do 4 times instead of 2.
There is always the chance that happens.
Yeah, there is a 1 in 20 chance.
Come on, load up, load up.
I'm back.
Heyo. We're at Deve's turn right
Hello
now.
there. Hello
Okay.
there. I'm just basically you're about to perform what is considered a pro gamer move.
Deve is about to do to the dragon what the world did to you, Guaki.
Uh-oh.
Ah.
What's that?
Also,
The,
Fortuna, looking at it, looking now that it's on the ground, being heavily illuminated by the plane below, you can see that its shape is somewhat reminiscent of a pseudo dragon, although it is much
Hmm.
larger and made of shadow.
Yeah, but it has.
Fuck!
Oh my.
God,
That's.
that is a nat 20 on a Colossus attack, so that is pretty expected.
That's a
Jesus
lot.
That is a lot of
Christ.
dice.
say hello to my honors world.
Jesus, that's like a third of its. That's like a third of its health right there.
Now, make a con save.
Oh God.
This is my
Fuck!
vision of vengeance.
Yeah.
118.
All right.
If it has any way of healing, it can't feel that.
Yeah. Fuck. These things are.
Listen, golems are fucking strong.
Oh yeah, no. There's a reason why clay golems are the only thing that can kill a Tarask.
I mean,
All right,
Just
it's
got
your turn, Guaki.
Yeah, your turn,
Am I
Guaki.
rolling?
Or you can attack as the
yeah.
Colossus.
You can either act as yourself or you can attack as the Colossus. The
This
Colossus.
is for the sake of this.
Yeah.
what are we attacking? Like, what are we fighting?
It is
Giant dragon.
It's a giant pseudo dragon made out of darkness.
Okay.
It's
and
basically
we're
a
using-
shadow dragon with a scorpion tail. It's fucking awesome, and it should be a fucking metal cover.
Yeah.
Are we using? We're using our colossi to attack it.
Yeah. You don't have to, but you can.
Okay.
You might be able to do enough damage that it's worth it to attack it on your own rather than with the colossi. The two of us haven't been.
Okay.
So
I'll attack it then myself.
you need to. Can you do more than? Actually, it might be better to do the colossus.
Well, I think. Well, Guaki's like Guaki has.
done.
Yeah, Guaki has
That much
done,
damage
and
before.
you have advantage because it rolled a nat 1. God, that nat 1 fucked me over so hard.
This
It's
is gonna be a really anticlimactic. battle.
What it'll be I'm attacking with advantage.
yes, because it's
Yeah,
prone.
so-
I rolled a nat 1 for its first attack.
Okay.
Well, technically it's second.
Yeah.
Its first attack was the necrotic breath.
Okay. Does the let me roll again.
Yeah, you have advantage.
Is he attacking? He's attacking
Oh,
with his
20.
Dirty 20. Yeah, that hits.
Okay.
Are you attacking with
He's
your
attacking
Colossus
with
or
his own?
yourself?
I could do, what is it, 2d10 plus 10.
No, it's
That's-
it's 10d10 plus 10 if you, or 10d10 plus 10 if you're attacking with the Colossus.
Oh, I'm
2D
gonna use the Colossus. then,
2d it's yeah.
The problem
okay.
is you can hit more times in a turn than the Colossus can.
But
The
it
Colossus
evens
can hit
pretty.
2 times per turn.
It evens out pretty well. I mean, the
Yeah.
standard attacks were like between
That's
60
the
and
thing, yeah,
70.
it basically does even out. He can do as much damage with the Colossus as he can on his own.
Yeah.
Either way, he just would
God.
be. It would just kind of look cooler to be punching a fucking dragon.
Jeez. Oh wait, you did 20. It was supposed to be 10d10.
10d10.
Yeah, I was about to say. I'll say that in the meantime, the
77. That's the highest though of a regular non-crit. So that's still pretty good.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that
Well,
is.
Yeah, beats me up by 9.
All right, yeah,
Roll
no,
that-
you
roll that magical number.
Colossus just fucks it up. Oh yeah, I need a roll Constitution.
I'm sorry, I accidentally took over this.
17.
Okay, it makes that. So
All
I
right,
can heal that 77 as well.
all right, and Guaki has his second attack.
Yeah, Guaki, it's D20 plus 8. Remember, okay? For the Colossus, it's D20 plus 8.
That's to attack?
Yes.
13.
It doesn't. Oh wait,
okay.
you have advantage because he's prone.
Advantage.
Damn it! I'm prematurely celebrating. God, that fucking nat 1.
Oh, 13, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, it doesn't. Okay, the army starts. Okay, so darkness starts dripping from the ceiling and landing on the circle, the reverse gate circle, and forms into various monsters, which the army starts attacking to keep themselves occupied. Because if I had the army attack, I don't want to fucking kill this thing yet. I personally
I
don't.
mean,
And also,
yeah.
this was supposed to, the monsters coming was supposed to happen on round 3.
But
Yeah.
yeah,
So
it's
this thing is going to get up, be extremely pissed, and fucking blow its necrotic breath at all of you. Before it was just aiming for the it's a 90-foot cone. Before it was just aiming for the head of the tower, which is the tallest thing, so nothing was in its range the first time. However, the second time it's aiming for pretty much everything. I'm gonna roll a percent. Everyone needs to roll Constitution. Uh,
Is this Constitution saving throw?
yes, it's a save. I'm gonna roll a percentile for the army. Oh fuck! Yeah, most of the army dies to this. Like half the army is gonna die to this.
Oh god, why? Why?
And remember, y'all had a short rest, or a long rest, so you should be
So
at
what
full
happened?
health. Oh, everyone needs to roll Constitution.
Oh, that's 11.
Oh fuck! Oh fuck! Come on, Dave.
I'm sorry, I'm just checking because like
I was
Oh,
It's
looking.
a save, by the way.
yeah,
Oh,
no, it's
save?
because I don't
Yeah,
None of us have con.
Add 5 to it. So that's
save.
5.
16.
Okay, 16. That still doesn't hit. The DC's 22.
Okay.
All right, you all take 72 points of necrotic damage.
Oh,
Hey, it could be worse. If you drop to 0 due to this attack, you automatically die.
does that hit our colossi as well, or just us?
Go ahead and roll for your colossi.
That's fair.
Yeah.
What's the Constitution saving throw for these colossi?
Plus 4.
Yeah.
All right.
23.
Oh,
The tower makes it, but
yeah, but the world doesn't. And
the world.
Guaki, roll for the Colossus.
Oh, dang it. Oh,
Nope,
shoot.
the Empress doesn't make it either.
So the world and the Empress take 72 damage, while the
The tower
Tower
takes 36.
36. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Out of 400.
Yeah.
Uh,
Okay. What's 359 minus 36?
all right. It's gonna use its second attack to try and swing its tail. It is let's see. $19. Does 19 hit y'all?
That's a glancing blow.
All right.
Doesn't hit me.
It hits me.
Like, I mean, like,
Alright.
wait. Does it count if I'm using like the Colossus right now?
No, it's
Because, like, I'm-
no. You
What
are
is it going
separate.
against?
It is going against you three, as well as I should probably roll for some of the army.
Against me, against me it hits, and against the
It's
Colossus
against
it
all
also-
of you. It's swinging its tail against anything,
Okay.
everything in range.
Okay, so
Oh.
like, does defensive duelist work on?
This thing is a gigantic creature. What's defensive duelist?
No, about like my AC because if it's still working, like if I have like my weapons near me, like then my AC is good enough to like avoid this.
I don't know. Hold on one moment. I have to go to the bathroom really bad.
Ooh.
Okay.
Do what you gotta do.
So I've been looking at Atari lately.
Oh, what's that? Atari?
A
Oh,
video game console.
oh, that's what that is. That's right.
It's a company that makes video games and computers.
Okay, what have you been looking into?
Just like the what they look like and like kind of like the specs and the history of Atari. Interestingly enough, Atari was founded by, one of the founders of Atari also founded Chuck E. Cheese.
Really?
Yeah, that's neat, right?
Yeah,
I really like Chuck E. Cheese.
I do miss that place.
I really wish there was an adult Chuck E. Cheese.
Sorry about that. I really did not want to do that, but I couldn't hold it any longer.
But I guess the adult Chuck E. Cheese is Dave and Buster's.
What did I walk
Yeah,
into?
that's what that is.
Okay, anywho, so what was your question? It's attacking everything. It's swinging its tail. Does 19 hit?
No, it's a, well, I mean, like, because like I recently got defensive duelist, so like its wording says like if I'm holding like a finesse weapon, then my AC my increases by my dexterity,
All right, then
which is
yeah.
why I put my AC as
Are
20.
are you using a finesse weapon? Because the Aurora Borealis is not finesse. It's a longsword. Longswords are martial swords, not finesse.
Doesn't his thing make him use
Is
it
it
as
my
a finesse?
dagger?
Did you have your dagger?
Like, it's daggers finesse weapons?
Let's see.
Yes, Dag. I think so.
Let's see. Dagger is no, it's a simple weapon.
Doesn't it?
So-
It does it not have the finesse rule? Because the
No, it's
finesse
a
weapon isn't a type of weapon.
Oh wait, no,
it's a
yeah, no,
rule.
it's a finesse. It's a finesse.
'Cause,
Okay,
like,
then
a whip is a martial
Yeah, I'll
weapon.
allow it. I'll allow it.
yeah, because like my
Alright.
character would definitely be
So,
holding it just so that I could.
so who, everyone who does get hit?
I get hit.
Okay, you get hit, and Guaki gets hit.
Yes.
Guaki does not get hit, I thought.
No,
It's-
I'm glancing blow.
Okay, you take half of 16, which is 8. Fortuna, and then y'all need to both roll Constitution. Oh wait, no, only Fortuna needs to roll Constitution because Guaki is immune to poison.
Oh yeah, that kind of yeah.
So glad I'm not pregnant anymore.
Yeah. Go ahead and roll Constitution. If you succeed, you take.
I
Yeah.
am gonna die.
That doesn't succeed. So you take 31 points of necrotic damage from poison. From a poison.
I'm gonna die.
If Fortuna dies, and I elect to like find like the caretaker, I elect to
It is-
tell Moro the bad news.
Get
You go to
I
the
mean-
future with my child that was barely a month when I left.
Yeah, and tell your husband the horrible news. It's like,
Speaking
That
of,
is the most
animated
hey,
thing you could
speaking
possibly
of
do.
Moreau, rocks are falling from the sky. The rocks that Moreau was holding up.
Yeah.
You look around and you can see Moreau was one of the casualties of the the Dragon's Breath.
oh
The Elder Moreau, no.
no!
Uh.
You couldn't have saved him.
Thank you for
Why?
reminding me about that. Listen, I rolled on a percentile. I rolled a 24 for the entire army.
Fortuna, this is another father that you let down.
Yeah, like 75% or 76% of the army
That is the
died.
most depressing thing you could possibly imagine.
What?
But think about it.
What?
We alerted God to his existence, so it turned out that he was dead.
Yeah, pretty
We
much.
reminded God that he existed, so he's dead. That is the most depressing look on monotheism that you could
Hey,
possibly.
hey, look at it this way. If I didn't remember now, I would have had y'all find out when y'all were telling the dead, because I need to remind you, 76% of the army died in that blast. I rolled a 24 out of a percentile.
Oof.
That was the 24 is the survivors, is the percent of survivors.
Oof.
But yeah, that is the dragon is gonna try and fly away. Who wants to take an opportunity attack?
Me,
All right, with yourself or the Colossus.
Colossus.
All right, roll to attack. Ha! So the Colossus tries. That's a nat one. The Colossus tries to grab at it, but it sweeps the tower's leg, and the tower starts to fall with a huge crash. Everyone, roll acrobatics to get out of the way as it's falling. 29
Including me,
saves.
Cooper?
Acrobatics.
No, including me.
Yes, everyone.
Or-
17.
I'll say that saves.
Acrobatics. I almost never get to use acrobatics. 26.
26 saves. All
That's
right.
17.
You three, seeing the tower coming down, quickly book it. Luckily, y'all know to run sideways whenever something's falling, not directly in its path. So you manage to jump out of the way just in time. Well, not just in time, but you do manage to jump out of the way well before it lands, and you do not get crushed. So your Colossus is prone. Due to its size, it'll take its entire turn to right itself up.
Sure.
Fortuna.
Yeah.
All right. So you can either use your turn to get the Colossus up, or you can act as Fortuna.
I'm gonna use my turn to get the Colossus up. The only way for me to do damage that is comparable to the Colossus is a maximized delayed fireball blast that takes a minute to really come in. So
Yeah.
it's a lot better for me to just bring the Colossus up. How much did it take damage by falling, or?
Roll a percentile to see how much damage it takes. I'll say that. I'll say. Yeah, it is out of commission with a 2 out of 100.
No! Fortuna! No! They're wonderful! It's gone!
Yeah, it there's a huge crack across its face, and the clay starts seeping out. It is in no and one of the arms is no longer able to stay in close proximity. So it is.
Well, I guess I'm not taking my turn to make it try to get up.
Yeah, yeah, that's rough.
Oh my god, what would have happened if she rolled a 1?
It would have. I don't know.
Like,
Probably,
I mean, like,
if it rolled a 1, it probably would have done something that damaged the others. I mean, a 1 out of 100 is the worst case scenario.
Yeah.
like I was thinking, like probably either self-destruction of like the.
Well, no, it can't self-destruct because it still exists in the future.
Okay.
In universe.
I'll say that
But-
this
Memorial.
this 2 out of 100. There also one thing that's damaged is its legs. It can never walk again.
And that's why it's called the tower.
It was called the tower before that, but that's without some very powerful magic, it'll never be able to walk.
Oh my god.
I
they
crippled
the
my
golem.
robot.
Mm-hmm.
You crippled the golem.
Yeah.
My mech is a paraplegic.
Yeah.
Yes.
It'll take powers beyond that of a god to make it walk again.
You sound really echoey,
That's not.
Deep.
Oh. So, Fortuna, what's your turn? Your mech is out of commission and it can no longer walk.
I'm gonna cast Fly and start flying after the dragon.
All right. Flies in action, right?
Yes, I think so.
All right. So then
That's my
Deeve.
turn. My turn is fly and then move.
All right. Deeve, what are you doing? Divadrew,
Yeah.
what are you doing?
I'm right now. I'm right now gonna try to like KO this pseudo dragon as fast as possible so that Fortuna doesn't die.
All right. You'll have to be careful because Fortuna is flying after it.
Fortuna's risking her life to do this. I might as well. I might as well not be like undisturbed. I'm gonna keep on fighting even if it might endanger her because she's putting herself in harm's way right now.
All right. Are you attacking as Deeve or as the world?
The world.
All right. Just the world. Tarot cards existed before JoJo.
No, they didn't. Not in my world.
Gonna die.
23
I'm
hits.
gonna die.
Uh, Fortuna, roll acrobatics to try and dodge out of the way of this slam. After all, you don't want to be guacied.
I don't want guacamole. 34.
Yeah, you managed to, you know how to dodge the world's attacks. After all, you
I'm
fought
just
him in the future.
imagining the flying is like I'm just imagining. You know that anime?
As you're flying, you have a quick flashback to the fight against the High King in the demiplane, and your reflexes manage to keep you from getting slammed.
You know that anime Strike Witches. I'm imagining that.
I've never heard of that.
It's an anime.
Yeah, I kind of figured that. So, Deeve, roll damage. It's 10d10 plus 10.
D10 plus 10 to the 10th.
Watch them all be ones.
So it's just 20 damage.
50.
58.
Shit!
Below average.
Okay,
Not-
so just gonna say this to prove to you. So, Deeve, how do you want to do this? That was exactly enough.
Oh my goodness.
This okay.
Oh my-
I had planned for
Fuck evil
this.
dragon boss.
I had planned for this to take at least an hour and a half, and that nat one at the very beginning fucked me over.
This is exactly. This is
This is D&D.
exact.
You have
This
this
is
epic.
exactly what D&D is like.
Yeah, you have this epic fight plan that's supposed to take the whole session, and then the dice say no.
And then you have like some RP stuff that's supposed to take like 10 minutes and it takes like 4 fucking hours.
Hey, if I knew the that this battle would be this fast, then I would have spent more time on the time skips. So,
Okay,
Deeve, how do
okay,
you do
so-
this?
All right. With a forceful motion, I position my golem in a fighting stance, similar to Muhammad Ali,
All
and
right.
then move around, shaking my golem's hips. as I
All right.
basically
You crush a
take
few
all the
dragonborns
weight.
doing that.
Mhm.
Really not. Sound like this is the rope-a-dope.
All right. So,
I
you
basically,
fucking
I basically slam 3 and I keep on doing like the punches barrages, even when he falls down on the floor. I keep on hitting him, up until I try to get his face into pace.
All
He's like,
right, you
no, more,
as
Lawson.
so you clock this thing in the face and slam it to the ground, and then slam your fist into its face. It starts to dissipate entirely from the neck down, fading into nothingness, leaving behind in its chest where its heart would be a few figures. One is a. They are all. Uh, they are all somewhat pale, due to not pale, but desaturated from the siphoning. But in its chest was a dragon, which is much smaller than it should be, but and a humanoid girl with green hair and deer hooves instead of legs. Um, but as their color is returning to them, the last of the Dark Army dissipates, leaving what remains of your allies, and sitting there, stirring awake, is Bahamut and Tiziana. What?
This is amusing to me.
Because the fight was too easy? Don't worry, I'll scale up the final battle. I've learned my lesson.
This thing was like
That was a nat one, yeah.
Yeah, I know. It was the nat one.
Matilda would have died if not for that nat one.
Yeah, probably. I mean, even with the nat one, it's fucking
been knocked out. Fortuna would have been knocked out with any.
I think you
only
would have been
one
just
more hit.
dead.
Yeah. Well,
One more hit.
the breath
would
the breath kills if he uses breath, that would kill. Because the breath, like, let me fucking show you
And
the.
this is why for the next set. This is why before we go back to the future, I am finding as much gold as possible, and I'm doing clone.
So you have the so Tiziana and Bahamut are starting to stir awake. Also on the ground are a few things. Tiziana quickly, as soon as she comes to, she grabs something football shaped and decides to hide it away before people start rushing towards her to make sure she's okay. The other thing you see on the ground is a gemstone, a red gemstone, which upon further inspection is a garnet, a black garnet.
Gemstone. I'll take it.
Yes.
I'll pick it up.
It looks black until you look through it, and you can see it's very, very dark red.
Cool.
Yeah.
See, if I was about to die, what I was gonna do is I was gonna try to open a pocket dimension and go live with my stuff for like 24 hours until I could sleep.
Like that black garnet, like makes me think like, is it possible we're in the She-Ra universe?
No. You do know that black garnets are an actual gemstone.
I know. I'm just making fun of like the fact that like the black garnet was something important in that show.
I
Yes.
have never seen She-Ra,
So is
I
the
don't
fucking.
know.
So is the fucking opal. Like that's what powered Glimmer.
Mm-hmm.
But
Are like Glimmer?
plus, but no, it's a. Excuse me. But yeah, you pocket the black garnet. Everyone seems safe. Everyone, well, except for the dead. Bahamut just silently looks around. He goes around and he heals those who are still alive, while Tiziana works on creating a portal out of here.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
I just keep redirecting to shopping.
Uh, Fortuna, you're able to find the corpse of Moreau Senior. He was done in by that dragon breath, along with most of the armies.
Well, I guess I'm gonna be taking him back to his family. This is gonna be the hardest thing I've done all day.
Is it?
I don't know, maybe. It's just
Oh
like the
my
kind of thing
god.
that you say, right?
Firstborn mom having to take back the grandfather of your two recently born twins.
Weasley born. Ah, yes, I'm a Weasley born.
Oh,
uh,
that fight.
You're, but like, I want to go and speak with like Bahamut to assure him like if he's all right and such.
Yeah, I'm gonna check on those two.
all right. Roll medicine.
Hold on.
Where's Lee, by the way?
Oh,
Okay, that's gonna be a 23 because of like my reliable talent.
all right.
Because I have that
All right.
as a rogue.
Yeah.
Look, we know Lee has to survive because he's
Yeah.
alive in the future. So, where is he?
Lee is inspecting the damage on the tower.
Hey, Lee. So we should get out of here soon. This place isn't a place you want to stay in for very long.
Yeah. He's clutching his side, and he says, "Yeah, yeah, I'm alright. I'm just trying to
We
assess the damage."
can deal with this in a bit. I think we should get all of our remaining people home.
Yeah, it's gonna take a while to get all the bodies retrieved, but
Yeah. Can you open a gate to your kingdom? I'm going to open a gate to the Fae.
all right. He he waves his hands in the circular motion and creates a gate as big as he can. It is
Create a
20
g-
feet in diameter or 20 feet radius. Is it diameter
20
or
feet in
radius?
diameter.
Okay, 20
That's what it says in the stats. It
Alright.
can be bigger if you wanted to, but 20 feet in diameter.
He
is the thing.
he makes one in 20 feet diameter, and people start gathering their allies and start heading through, carrying various corpses of the fallen.
I'm gonna make another one directly to the. I'm gonna make another one that's basically intended to be outside of the Autumn Fae place, so that all the Fae can go back to the Fae area.
Well, the
I'm also gonna go there.
uh,
Okay.
well, that island, if you remember,
Fuck.
is in the Superior Isles.
I don't know people in the regular Fae.
Yeah. Well, you've spent some time in other, like you know Oberon, for example.
Yeah, but I just wanted to go directly there.
Yeah. Well, right now that particular island is in the material plane, and with the Arcanus
They have a
gone.
way to get. Well, they have a way to get people to the Feywild.
Well, yeah, that's true.
I'm sure.
All
So
right.
I'm just gonna open a place to the Isle.
All right. Isle of
It's fine.
Moreau.
Yep.
All right.
Isle de Moreau.
All right. And people start shuffling out. Chichiana creates a portal to the Feywild for those who want to go to the Feywild. Moreau, the remainder of Moreau's forces follow you into there, and one by one, people start shuffling out there, carrying as many of the dead as they can. There were many dragons who died in this fight due to the breath.
Yeah, it's gonna be a little bit
I just
difficult to carry them out.
yeah, but also it's really sad that we weren't able to prevent the loss of life on such a grand scale for this conflict.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm gonna take Moreau to his family. So that's my plan. I don't know what you guys are gonna do.
All right.
Mm,
No.
I'm willing to carry the dead of like the daughter of like the daughter's close ones if they got afflicted.
I'm gonna look for the Archfey of Summer.
They're in the Feywild. The daughters in
Oh,
the Archfey didn't actually come and join it.
Yeah.
They just sent
No,
their
no.
armies or their respective military forces to aid.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, I'm yeah.
Does Bahamut open a portal to the Draconic Kingdoms, or is he just
after healing those who are after using what little power he can to heal those, he opens a portal. Though it's only 10 feet diameter instead of 20 because he is severely weakened and he also used his powers to heal people. Whereas, so he is very drained right now.
So everybody will meet back up in a month.
yeah.
All right.
All right.
Alright.
So what are you doing that month?
Basically, I'm gonna bring Moreau back to his family, and then I'm going to try and arrange everything, help them arrange everything that they can help with. I don't know. I can help with, and then I'm gonna as soon as that's done, I'm gonna start traveling back. I just don't know how long that'll take. That's why I said a month.
Well, okay, so it's only a matter of days before they have a funeral, not just for Moreau, but everyone who was lost.
I'm going to be a speaker. Like you know how they have like a priest
Eulogy?
or someone. Yeah,
We
eulogy. Yeah,
All right.
I'm gonna.
just have people reading. Oh man, that would be such a great like dramatic shot in the like in a TV version, and like it just cuts to Walkie in one place and Fortuna in another place and Eve in another place, all speaking speeches at the various
Same.
funerals.
And and the speeches cut to them like saying their
Yeah.
specific things that are applicable to the whole situation, but also their particular thing. Like the fucking
Yeah.
like the epilogue of Hamilton.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
It's hard to actually have dramatic stuff happen when we're all drawn or savvy and just say that they happen instead of actually making them
All right.
happen.
Then
this was a big
then
giant
fucking
one, so.
start. Fortuna, you start. Fortuna's gonna start saying sad, or is gonna start the eulogy, and y'all just jump in whenever y'all have stuff to say.
It'll be Dave, then me, then Fortuna. So we're going that order.
All right, Dave, you
Okay.
start then.
Alright. Alright. Fae, dragons, and everyone in between. We've gathered here today to discuss a war. A war that has finally ended after so many years. And one quick shot of a battle. A battle that resolved everything and we reclaimed back leaders of our respective kingdoms.
All right,
And-
now Guaki.
And while we cherish the days that this war is finally over, we also need a moment to mourn, to grant tears to those who have fallen in battle, those who have fought valiantly, not just for their own kind, but for all kind in this world.
And while those that have lain before, and while those that lay before us will be returned to their spirits, return their spirits to the beyond, and return their souls to the earth, we must remember that which shall continue to be true, that we have saved everyone on this day, thanks to their sacrifice.
I want to say that, like, we all said that phrase that Fortuna said all at once.
Probably.
Yeah.
It would have been said all at once if it was a show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
It would have been slightly better written though.
Yeah, because this is all
Oh,
just
no.
improv.
This is improv.
Yeah.
This one.
This is
Yeah.
such improv.
Yeah.
I can't believe we actually did an all right job with this one.
Yeah, y'all did really good with that. So, Fortuna, after the funeral, uh, the Archfey of Autumn ends up. She becomes more reclusive. Uh, she starts spending more time in her room and less time out and about.
I'm going to go to see her before I.
All right. She is. She's
Before
just.
coming in or anything.
All right. She's just sitting in a. She's just sitting in a chair overlooking the window and the sea.
My lady.
Hmm.
Are you all right?
She continues looking out at the sea.
Acts if something troubles her.
What troubles you, my lady?
She doesn't answer.
Well,
Investigate. Oh,
okay, I'm gonna walk over and
yeah, check. Yep, see what's going on.
I'm gonna poke her.
She just brushes your hand away.
Ah, good. You're fine. I mean, not emotionally, but like physically.
Let her know
So
that you.
I will see you in time.
She does not respond. Grief is
Thank
one
you.
hell of a drug.
Thank you for everything. And then I'm gonna leave, and I'm gonna take my children with me. Not leaving them there. That would be a bad idea. They
Well,
would die. Well,
you-
actually, they wouldn't die, but
You don't want to leave your kids with a fey entity? Your
not
firstborns?
while she's depressed.
So, what about you two? What do you do? What did the other two do in the month after the funeral?
Okay. So for me, I want to make like a gathering of like all the daughters of Tiamat after the event, and want to disclose them on something.
All right.
But before that, I asked Fortuna to let me borrow one of her possessions.
Well, Fortuna's in the basically on the other side of the world.
Hmm. I see.
What was it?
I'm asking for the amulet.
You have the amulet. You have had you have had the amulet for
Got it the whole
so
time.
long.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I just keep on forgetting. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
You never gave it back.
Did you lose it?
No.
I'm pretty sure it's been around your neck this entire time.
Yeah. it
Or
has.
yeah, or in your pocket.
Yeah,
I thought that was
definitely-
what's causing it. Like as long as you wore it.
Mhm. Yeah. So okay. So basically, I asked to see whether or not they would reciprocate my desire for to assemble them once more.
All right.
If it feels
They're
uncomfortable.
They're actually really busy right now because with Bahamut back, the political climate of Draconia is very
Different.
tense. Tiamat wants to remain in power. Bahamut doesn't want her. Eventually, they do agree to step down, and but only under the agreement that there be a clause for her to regain power, and also that her favorite child gets to choose the next leader. And well, you know how that turns out.
Yeah.
Uh, but after a while, they maintain some political pull, but some even gain more political pull than before. However, they are somewhat satisfied. Princess Sanguine, no longer a princess, but she is quite enjoying the lack of pressure with no longer being an heiress.
Hmm.
But it takes a while. It takes about 2 weeks after the. It takes a bit after the new king is appointed for them to be able to find the time to answer your call.
All right.
How
I
does it feel
basically,
that Shine Scale was?
Huh?
So it was Shine Scale, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought
Lord,
I
Leroy,
didn't think I'd
Leroy.
have to specify.
No, no. I'm wondering how does she feel about that?
Who?
The child.
No, she's the one that nominated Shine Scale.
Yeah,
Cool.
Princeton.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I said Tiamat let her favorite daughter nominate the next
I
ruler.
didn't hear that.
Yeah, that was what she just said, you know?
Yeah.
I didn't hear that. So
So, what do, Dave?
I basically go over to them and tell them, thank you for coming, thank you for taking time out of your busy schedules to answer this summons.
Oh,
Okay.
it's actually I'm not that busy anymore. I'm having a blast. Says Sanguine.
Uh, I'm happy to hear that. I'm happy to hear that, Sanguine. It's it's a lot for like me to take, but like I think this might be the last time I might be coming over to see you all before I head myself back home after helping you all with this conflict. But it's this, despite everything that happened, like I want you all to understand this. I you even if you might not think so, as a family in a beneficial way.
we are family.
Yeah,
I am back.
they just they don't really have much reaction. They're narcissistic and greedy. They don't have much reaction.
Not the mafia. They didn't actually care that much.
I'm sorry.
I said they're not the mafia. They don't actually care that much about family.
Yeah, in fact, they were. Many of the or a few of them did express their interest with dethroning their own mother.
In fact, I don't even think they're I don't think most of them are even lawful evil. I think most of them are chaotic.
Or neutral.
Yeah,
The only one that let's see, I think the only ones that would be lawful evil would probably be green and blue
Yeah, I can see that.
and white. No, white's neutral. White is definitely neutral because she just wants to be like left alone mostly.
Green is like a scheming type of character, and blue was blue is a full-on ruler. That makes sense. But the other ones don't really like. Green follows like which it makes sense with her descendancy. She's more like organized crime, while blue is more like an actual ruler, while the rest are not really lawful.
Yeah.
gotcha.
Yeah,
Okay.
white and red would be neutral, and black would be the only one I'd say is chaotic because is or sadistic. She enjoys making people suffer. She's an edge lord.
I gotcha. I gotcha. I technically did turn out a bit edgelordish myself in some cases.
Yeah, and so did the High King and his cousin.
Yeah, yeah, but I'm just.
Hello?
Yeah, so yeah, like I was just going to say, it's like this this whole thing, like I hope you guys can understand. Like I wanted to tell you guys, like everything that you did here will definitely benefit ev- everything that like these families will be going through like in the future, you know.
Yeah. All right.
And I
So,
can confirm that for you because I'm actually a descendant of you, Miss Miss
one of them just says,
Laurel.
"Not with this future crap again."
I know. It's not something that you would want to believe or think like, hey, this doesn't make sense.
I
I don't
think you've
want to
been
see like
watching
someone.
too much plays. Like, wasn't there a few decades ago? Wasn't there that one play about the person who was pretending to be the long lost daughter of some royal, and she ended up being a charlatan or something? I don't remember. I wasn't paying attention much.
Hmm. I mean,
Either
I can
way,
understand.
we have.
It is perfect.
I have work I need to do. If you just came here to try and pull this future crap again, then I'm out. And she
Okay.
starts.
Hold up. Oh,
Many of
hold
them
up.
start heading out.
No, no, no.
Um,
Wait.
this
I
is with
basically
who's there? All
control
the
all the daughters.
I
Yeah.
damn. I wanted to make something for them.
Uh,
Oh.
So can I? Go ahead.
Yeah, I was gonna go ahead and like show them like show them like the I think it's like the um this the ring. Wait, no wait. Wanted to show them the like the oh no, I don't have like the I do I have the amulet? Do I have like the amulet of Tiamat or no?
no, that hasn't been made yet.
Mm, oh no, okay. I basically go and show them like the ring of Bahamut.
Didn't
Basically,
you found that in the Hydra place, right? In the
yes, I
Hydra
did.
horde.
Mhm. Yeah, you go and tell them like, uh, look, I'm I'm showing you guys like in the future I come across like relics like this and also of like a Tiamat as well, a similar artifact, and like in my travels in order to like do right for all of Dragonkind. And
They roll their eyes.
I I just simply want to like I simply had like a sense of longing for like a family that was just basically broken up because like crazy superstitions happen when like some of the families like outside of ours that basically try to tear everything apart, and I just want to make sure that like the bloodlines still continue on uninterrupted instead of being destroyed for no reason. You know, that's why I want to make sure that like you guys like prepare yourselves. You know, I want you all to like make sure like the future of the bloodline is strong and happy for you all.
Phrasing.
They one of them's like, "Are you coming on to us?"
What? No.
All right, I have work to do, and that one starts leaving. Eventually, they all shuffle out until you're just left in with Lady Singman. Singman's like, "Well, I believe you. I'll work hard to make sure my family is strong. We'll be the best." And she hops out of her chair and starts running, heading out.
Can,
So, Guaki, what do you do? You're in the coast. Fortuna was with the
who's
Fae.
with me?
No one. Oh wait, I guess the turtle's with you, as well as Lee and Karsus and all them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow, why did it get silent all of a sudden?
Well, it's your turn.
Mischief.
What do you do during
Yeah.
this month?
I'm gonna ask where gonna ask the turtle where he put the little dragon.
Well, he's actually
Oh, still holding on to her?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. He's been holding on to her.
Oh, I thought that would have happened after during the war. Okay.
Yeah, no. No, I've been keeping her safe to the best of my abilities.
Oh, okay. I think I'm probably gonna offer the turtle some training if he's interested.
I mean, if you
Learn how.
I don't have many skills, but I can try if you're willing to deal with
Yes.
a loser like me.
I'm gonna teach him how to meditate. That's
All
always
right.
the first step.
All right. All right, meditating. Just absolute silence.
Really,
Just
we really are like
just
eating
just
grandpa
meditating.
thing or whatever.
All right. So so how long do you meditate?
I'm like quiet this whole time. It's
Yeah. It takes a while, but eventually he starts getting the hang of it. Yeah.
damn, I wish I could take a picture, but cameras don't exist in this time.
Oh, don't they? As everyone starts to reconvene, as everyone starts to regroup, y'all are seeing each other for the first time in a month, and you Karsus excitedly shows you one of his new inventions. And it is, well, not his invention, but Nicholas's invention. It is a box with a lens. It
Yes,
says,
here it comes.
now that everyone's here, we can finally, Nick made this. It's a
Glad we
really,
segued into that.
really, it's a really nice invention. It can capture images. I think that since, well, we saved the world, it'd be great to get a picture of all of us together. And gathers all of you. He gathers the three of you, himself, Lee, Lynn, and Lorenzo, all wearing your masks. And behind the camera, Nick says, all right, say heroes.
Here?
Yep. Heroes.
And he takes the picture, and then takes another
I
picture.
do bunny ears up behind Steve's head.
All right. I'm glad you remembered that detail.
Yep.
Wait, was that a thing?
Yes.
Yes.
Remember the very first time you saw the picture?
Nope.
Yeah, this is the picture that's on the fireplace.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I remember the picture of it.
Yeah, you
Good.
you get that picture. Karsus frames it and puts it over the mantle in the parlor room.
Perfect.
So nice to be able to just capture memories like that, isn't it?
They surely last a long lifetime.
Yeah.
They surely last a lifetime.
Mm-hmm.
Or two.
Okay. No one's counting.
Well, anything will last forever as long as you leave a good story to tell. Am I right?
That's true.
I guess.
Mhm.
What?
Fortuna, by the way, do you still have the black garnet, or did you give it to one of the wizards?
I passed it off. Sure.
All right.
Check this
Did
out.
did you
I
do
passed it
that
off.
back in the abyss before you
Yes.
left, or?
Yes. To
Okay.
her.
All right. So they have had it for a month.
Yeah.
All right. They can. I have so much stuff that I'm excited to show you. I've got a consultant who's been helping me with magic. It is amazing. I've been able to create things so much more powerful than before. Like you're never going to believe this. And he pulls out a box and opens it, and there are two scepters. One made of one entirely black and the other entirely white. He says,
Mhm.
These were just like experiments. This one, it can create, animals out of pure will, and the other it can create a duplicate.
Yeah. Cool.
It's amazing, and also so I So you know those signet rings? I was able to make something very, very interesting. I have yet to test it, but my consultant he is positive that it should be able to work. And he tosses Dave the amulet of Tiamat.
Well,
If you
that is a long.
if
Who
you
is this consultant?
just a friend we met after the battle, one that'll he prefers privacy.
Hmm. Well, none of our business. None of our concern either.
But he has taught me so much.
A little bit concerning.
Oh no,
Yeah.
no,
That's,
what? There's nothing concerning about. I have two apprentices. I'm allowed to have consultants as well.
of course, absolutely.
I mean,
Someone must carry on your.
with the last Arcanist deceased, I am now the world's most powerful wizard. No offense.
I know. It sounded like he was saying that with like finesse. It's like I am the world's most powerful wizard.
No. I'm just excited about my own skill. So I was thinking, in 5 months' time, we should be able to we should be able to summon Lady Terrell again to and have her send you back to your time.
Yeah, that's a
Alright.
good idea.
So if you don't mind waiting around just a bit longer, it'll be on the winter solstice. We should be ready to do that.
No problem.
Wonderful. In the meantime, I'm gonna be. I have so much work. I've been making so many breakthroughs. There's stuff about magic that I didn't even know would be possible. And he heads off to his wizard tower.
Yay, wizards.
So, in the 5 months, what do y'all do to pass the time?
I guess I raise my children.
All right. You fucking raise your children. Any specifics?
I raise my children.
I use my bardic magic to have like a better version of those Beethoven CDs that make babies smart.
So you just fucking play the violin for them?
Most of the time, yeah.
Alright. What about you, Dave? Or you, Guaki? Or Dave? What do you do, Dave?
I'm gonna try one more time to contact the children.
Alright. Alright. Roll religion if you're trying to contact Io. Is that what you said? You went a bit robot there.
You said something about children.
Yes, yes, I did mean that.
Oh, you missed
Yes.
the one.
Oh, Io.
Oh, well, okay. That just did it
13.
anyways.
You get you try to contact him, and for a split second you could feel his presence, but then it is quickly uh, uh, taken away, overpowered by something else. It seems like something is actively preventing you from contacting him now.
Aw.
What about you, Guaki?
I'm gonna say farewell to actually no. I'm gonna bake another pie
All
before I
right,
say my farewell.
roll performance.
I hope I I hope I get a nat 20 because I
I do
want to feed
too.
everyone. Okay, never mind.
It's not edible this time.
Okay.
Yeah, you're pretty sure you didn't. Oh yeah, no, and that one is just a burnt chunk of rock. That nat one. 17.
All
Yeah,
right,
yeah,
again.
it's pretty good.
I'm not gonna get nat
Throughout the
20 like
months,
this.
throughout the months, you bake 3 pies. One's completely inedible and doesn't even classify as a pie. One is not edible, but it's an okay attempt. And then you make one that's it's a pie. It's edible. It tastes
Yeah.
pretty good.
Yeah, I'm also gonna say farewell to the turtle and the baby and Shova, the baby dragon.
All right. They all right. Well, thanks for the lessons. I'll continue to try and I'll continue to work on it and uh, try to better myself. You really have taught me a lot. And he gives you a hug.
Yeah. Remember your strength always comes from within.
Yeah. All right. And he starts heading out into the he starts heading out with your dragon in tow.
I just start crying because I just knowing everything that's gonna happen afterwards just overwhelms me.
So, throughout these months, Karsus has become more and more reclusive, spending more time in his wizard's tower. He's provided many more magical items at a much faster pace. Uh,
Does he have a demon?
roll investigation if you want to find out.
Did he contact the demon? Investigation. What's my investigation again?
Uh,
It's intelligence.
yeah, it's not actually that high. Not as high as your perception.
Yeah, because because I haven't invested anything into it. I have expertise in perception. I have
Uh-oh.
fuck all.
Sidekick! Sidekick, no!
Uh-oh.
What'd you get?
Hold on.
Sidekick!
I got 19.
19?
Yeah.
Alright. What about you, Dave? You investigating? Oh, sidekick's working.
Oh, there we go. Wow.
Yeah,
So I'm
19.
Yeah, 19. Yeah.
Sidekick's just very slow.
Yeah.
I got him right. No, no, it's not me. That's him.
Yeah.
It's not
Uh,
rolling.
Go analog. Roll real dice.
Okay.
I don't know where my dice
'Cause-
are.
Because sidekick is being
Do it online. Pull out the online thing.
I don't wanna.
Oh my goodness. Hold on.
just roll regular dice.
I don't know where my dice are.
You don't have dice?
I don't know where they are. They're like on my desk somewhere.
Well, go get them.
Ah, no. Roger.
Oh, there you got a 7. You got a nat 1, so
Ah,
you have no idea what the fuck he's talking about.
that's yeah, that's what two does. The way thieves.
16 with the dice.
Yeah, well, Psychic said nat 1. What about you, Dave? Roll real dice.
I didn't even actually roll real dice. I ended up rolling a fucking whatchamacallit. What are they called?
App.
Roll counter dice.
Dave.
Roll spin down dice.
Roll a
I
real
rolled a
dice.
spin down.
Investigation. Fortuna's trying to get y'all to see whether or not Karsus contacted a demon.
I mean, I guess this is a plot hole that we needed to explain.
I mean, I did mention that the after the end of the war, the wizards ended up making more and more.
32.
32.
I rolled a 19.
Jesus Christ! All right, so Dave, one day, Fortuna convinces you to fly just under the Karsus's tower. You can hear him speaking to someone in there, poking your head through the window, poking your head, peeking your head through the window. You can see that there is a something on his desk. It looks like an orb, a dark orb covered in it seems like a dark orb with no defining features, but you can hear it speaking, and this one says, well, first off, let me double check what items there were. Let's see. Yeah, this one says,
Oh,
fucking hell. You see, if you stab this, if you stab this dagger into the table right here where the circle is, you can turn it into, you can cause it to allow you to shift between planes. And he says, so this rune right here, this is the rune meaning the ethereal plane. Yes, wonderful. And he enchants a dagger. He says, and then tomorrow, I'll help you more with that ritual, perfecting your grandfather's secrets. And he says, thank you. I can do right by anyone. That'll be. I just need to prove that I can be much greater than him. And then the voice says, wait, somebody is listening. And hearing that, you quickly dip down to the courtyard and act nonchalant. Dave, do you share this with the people, with your allies?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So Dave Dave shares that with
now?
you.
Uh,
Dave just shared a thing with you.
Okay.
All that.
Um,
So it's not a demon, but it's the same principle.
should we do something about it? I'm asking the group.
I'll say at this point it's late. By the time y'all were able to figure something was wrong and find any evidence, I'll say that it is probably midwinter, late fall, early winter, I guess. Yeah, early winter. What was that roll for?
I was just seeing if it was
Okay.
just check on sidekick. Yeah.
All right. Looks like it's working now. So, what do y'all do?
Um, I'm gonna roll to attack
Attack what?
the DM.
No. Yeah, no, that doesn't hit.
Okay.
So, what are y'all doing for real, though?
I don't know. I honestly don't think we should. I don't know what we should do. Maybe like have a chat with them, sit them down, have an intervention.
All right.
Beat him up.
Can we get a room and set up a whole bunch of folding chairs, and then like have a banner above it that says intervention?
All right. You do this. How are you gonna lure him in there?
Let the
Let's see. Do I have any magical ingredients in my pockets?
Uh, do
I have
you?
those mushrooms.
Mushrooms? Oh, the sleeping shrooms?
Yeah.
God, you've had those for a long time.
Yeah, they're probably growing mushrooms on them.
Yeah. What are you gonna do with them?
I am going to call him and say, hey, we have an ingredient here that I wanted to see if you could take a look at. It looks kind of funny to me.
He says,
I'm sure identifying.
"Oh, I'll send Nick down. He's really good at identifying alchemical ingredients."
Oh, but I wanted your help.
I'm in the middle of something. I'll be free in a couple hours when when it's time for me to get some lunch. And
You skip lunch too often. You know it.
mm, all right. Fine. I won't skip lunch today.
Fine.
All right. At noon that day, he exits his tower and starts heading towards the kitchen.
Cool. I'm gonna show him mushrooms.
All right. Those appear to be silent night mushrooms. They're really good at making potions to cause people to sleep.
I'm gonna hand one to him.
No, no, I don't need them. I have plenty in my tower. What?
I said off.
You're going robot.
I said I would drop them as a facetious way of
Oh,
trying to do something, but it doesn't matter.
all right.
I'm gonna say, hey, so anyway, I wanted to have a talk with you about something.
Oh, do you have more ideas for magical stuff? I've been on a roll lately.
Yeah, see, about magical stuff. Well, okay, yes, I do have a few ideas that, ooh.
Well, I'm all ears. I can, I can try and see if I can make them a reality.
Ooh.
Right now I'm in the process of. You're going to love this. It's a bracelet which can grant people spider climb.
What about, like, a pair of objects that two people wear that allow them to switch between each other so that one can switch places with the other at any time?
So like a modified wand of switcheroo, but like in a ring?
Yeah, or like a necklace.
Possibly. That does sound interesting. I suppose I could try and forge that. Um, yes, I'll start making notes right away, and he starts heading back to his tower.
Don't forget to eat something.
Right,
You want me to bring you a potato?
right. No, I don't need a potato. I'll keep that idea in mind. He goes to the kitchen and goes to eat. Now that you reminded him to eat. Uh,
He's one of those people.
yes.
He's fun.
Yeah. So what do you do now? He is currently in the kitchen eating. What do y'all? What do you three do?
I'm gonna have some cheese.
Well, you have your infinite cheese bag.
Yep. I'm gonna bring out a little cheese wheel of brie.
It's Baby Bell.
They make brie baby
It's
bells.
it's the same
Okay.
flavor. Okay.
It's
It,
the standard one. I thought
yeah.
there was different flavors of baby
No,
bells.
it's always been the standard.
But I love baby bell because it has
You
so
bought
much
it
taste.
in a bargain bin. You think you're gonna have choices?
But the standard is the worst one. The best one's like the cheddar.
Yeah, but why do you think it was in a bargain bin?
You know what's better than the baby bells though?
What do y'all do? You're holding up the campaign.
I don't know. I don't want to do anything.
All right. What about the others? Guaki and Deve, what do y'all do?
I'm back.
Hey, what do
Whatever.
y'all do? The Karsus left his tower and went to the kitchen to go eat some lunch.
We're gonna investigate the tower.
All right. Roll stealth to sneak into the tower.
Oh, of course.
Oh, there it goes. 19.
Okay.
All right, you while Fortuna is distracting Karsus, you manage to sneak into the tower. It's surprisingly
No,
easy to get.
Bad idea.
It's surprisingly easy to get into. Looking around, you don't really see anything out of the ordinary. You see several notes with scrawlings on them. You see you see the tablet that describes how the Hearts of Terrell work. You see you see that black garnet that Fortuna had picked up is on the desk, and you see several schematics and unfinished magical items.
I'm gonna investigate on the scrolls.
All right, roll Arcana.
This is the moment where Blocky accidentally learns magic.
16.
Multi-classes into wizard.
You look at a scroll. It's hard to tell what it is until you read the very top, which says until the top, which says Soul Jar, but you don't know what that means or what it does.
I'm gonna pocket it.
All right. Anything else in this room?
You said before there was unfinished magical items.
Yes, yes. There looks to be there looks to be a ring that is currently being pumped full of magical energy. There is there's your mithril bracers, which are not finished being constructed, and there's a couple stuff. It looks like the most recent thing finished was a dagger. The blade, it looks like it's made of glass. Now, this dagger is something that was in the vault that y'all never rolled. You can find you can find information on it written in a scroll. It apparently allows the once per short rest allows the user, or not once per short rest, once per encounter allows the user to move their movement speed in the ethereal plane before
Oh.
popping back into the material plane.
Ooh. That would
But
have been great to me.
Yeah, yeah. Apparently, it was meant for Deve, although Deve never rolled it. Basically,
Okay.
there's a lot of
What
items that.
about the ring?
Oh, the ring. Investigating it, you can remember that it's. You remember that Fortuna ended up getting it, but you don't know. You don't remember her actually using it.
Uh,
uh,
mm. All
Uh,
good for nothing. Oh well. Well, I'm gonna put the scroll back because I think they're gonna need it more than anyone else.
all right.
I can't
Anything?
interrupt the past, otherwise these things won't exist.
Anything else to invest that you're gonna investigate?
we need to figure out what causes him to go into the nowhere.
Uh,
Um, you
If we can
said
figure that out, we
unfinished
can get him
magic
there.
items. You said what else did you mention?
there was the scattered notes and
Scrolls.
scrolls. There was the unfinished items. There was the black garnet that
I'll
Fortuna had picked up.
investigate the black garnet.
All right. It's fits in the palm of your hand. I don't know if you're. Are you picking it up or are you just looking at it?
I'm gonna pick it up.
All right. You can feel it pulsing. It feels like a heartbeat.
Is it like a cloth or like what is it?
No,
What you look?
it's a black garnet. It is
Okay.
it's an uncut garnet. It is dark red.
Oh.
It is clear dark red, almost black, and it as you hold it, it is very faintly. You feel a thump, like a heartbeat, very very faintly.
Hmm. I'm gonna say hello.
Uh, as you do, or when you do, a sort of darkness seeps out of it, and it becomes sort of an orb and it says, "Hello, and who are you?"
I'm someone who isn't from around here. That's my
Interesting.
name.
Funny. Me too.
Where are you from?
Oh, well, define from.
Are you from somewhere?
Yes,
Does it exist?
it did exist, and it does exist.
Is it from nowhere?
No,
Hmm. What do you do here with this person?
Hello?
oh, I'm helping him, of course. He showed many, many curious. He showed many curious traits, seeking out ancient secrets, which I'm more than happy to oblige. And what about
And
you?
what do you get out of sharing, helping him? What
Oh,
do you
Kent's. Oh, he's gonna help me return to where I'm from.
mm,
He's going to bring me to whence I came.
mm. Well, I wish you good luck with that.
And I wish you luck in your quest. I'll be seeing you soon, I suspect.
Same here.
Alright. Uh,
Yes. Mm. Wait,
uh,
the spirit mentioned that it was from somewhere. It did exist, and it does exist,
it did exist.
and it okay.
Mm,
Where does something used to exist?
Uh,
Is it
oh,
when? I'm gonna ask when did it exist?
oh, A long time ago. I'm flattered that you're sharing so much interest.
Well,
Hmm.
well, I answered you. You answered my questions. Seems only fair for me to answer any of yours.
Alright. Well, my new friend has been a little dodgy with some of my questions, so I guess first my question is who are you and how did you get here? I mean, it's only fitting that I ask you the same thing you asked me.
Mm, I'm quite far away from here, and I'm going to go back to once I came to.
It seems like we're in a sort of a mutual path. Perhaps we can work together.
How?
Well, you help me and I help you.
What would you help me with?
Well, how do you intend to get back to where you're from?
Well,
Hmm?
I'm going to ask someone else who's going to help me get back.
Oh, I would love to meet this person.
Well, you already have someone who's going to help you out with that, anyways.
Is it the same person who's helping you?
It's arguably different people.
Oh, that's a shame. Uh, well, mm, I can't think of anything else to ask right now.
Me, neither can I. I think this is where we'll part ways.
Oh, well, do come back. I do enjoy a good chat. Oh, I
See,
do have one question. How?
mm,
What are your arcane abilities?
what's arcane?
I guess that answers my question. Shame. If you had some, I could show you uh, something. I could. Uh, we could talk in a much more personal setting.
Thanks for the offer to your hospitality.
You're welcome.
I'm gonna go ahead and put the redstone back.
As you put the orb of darkness back, all the darkness seeps back into the garnet, leaving it just an ordinary looking stone.
I'm gonna investigate the notes.
All right. Several of the notes are just discussions on are notes on various magical effects and how to achieve them. Some of the notes are trying to figure out what this entity is and whether or not it's genuine in its intentions or not. Karsus does come to the conclusion that it does seem genuine, and some of the other notes are, well, you have no idea what the hell it's talking about. Some kind of crazy uh, thing using expensive stuff, but you've got no clue what it is.
Like what do you mean expensive stuff? Like,
Well, you can see the gold price next to ingredients.
oh, okay, so it's
Yeah,
expensive ingredients, but I don't know
yeah.
what's it. Do
It's
I
like,
know? I don't know the ingredients, or
well, you know the ingredients, you just don't know, like, you can read the ingredients, like,
I don't know
gold,
what's it
like
for.
one is golden dragon gizzard and it's crazy expensive. One's fucking uh one's some kind of monster blood, which is even more expensive than the gizzard. There's a mention of there's mention of hydrobile, but that's already checked off. It is very very. Uh, it's a very weird shopping list.
Okay. I'm gonna head out now.
All right. So,
Guac is like quite like just wants to just leave. He's just very frightened
all
and
right.
bothered by that presence.
All right. By the time you get down, Fortuna's conversation with Karsus has ended, and she is, well, I guess standing there. I don't know. But Karsus is heading to the kitchen.
Okay. I'm gonna fill in on Fortuna and Deve on what I just experienced.
All right.
Is Deve there? I mean, I know Dee's muted, but is Fortuna there?
Fortuna's there. I don't. Deve could be there trying to contact
Okay.
Io. But yeah, how do y'all react to what Guaki says then?
Hello?
Fortuna,
What?
how do you react to what Guaki says?
Sounds about right. That's what I expected from the beginning.
No, so I just confirmed what you thought was the
Yeah.
case.
Pretty much.
Do you know what this is from? Do you know what that thing is?
Well, I mean, it's from the gem.
It's from a what?
I gave him that gem. That gem was inside the shadow. The dragon. Oh. Motherfucker. Hello?
Yeah?
Yeah.
I said it was inside the dragon.
It was inside the dragon we fought?
Yes. Shadow. The
Oh,
hedgehog.
the so to try and get back to the abyss.
I don't know, actually. I don't think so. I think it came from somewhere else.
Oh, that's right. It was from somewhere else. I didn't want to pry it any more questions because it was trying to just tempt me, and I was trying to just decline and get out before it forced my hand. Yeah, that thing is wicked. But actually, no, it's not. It's what's it called? He studied it a bit in the notes and said that it was a genuine being, like, which is weird.
It was
It's
being genuine in its motivations. Like, it wasn't lying when it told Karsus what it was wanting.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
And also, Carson is making all of the magical items that we now currently possess. So
yeah, I know.
had to make sure I didn't mess that up either. I check if Fortuna has that ring that was being made.
No, it's the ring.
It's never done. It's in the future.
Yeah.
We lost all the stuff from the future, remember?
I just sigh.
Yeah. Yeah. To your recollection, you've never seen Fortuna actually use the ring.
Yeah, that's why I sigh.
So, are y'all doing anything else in the time in the rest of the time skip?
I want to say that I'm pretty. Is there anything you want, Fortuna? Yes, no, maybe so.
Want what?
No, to
Is
do
it-
anything while we're
Yeah.
still in the past.
Really.
All right.
Okay.
So,
Yep.
eventually the day comes. As the days progress, Karsus is getting more and more excited about perfecting something major. and he is excited. He excitedly says, eventually the day comes, and
The day is here.
yeah, the day is here.
Okay.
So, Karsus begins a ritual in the foyer, setting something up while y'all head down to the down below, to the chamber which has the lights of Terrell. Now, accompanying you this time, it is not just Lee, but also not just Lee and Lynn, but also Lorenzo. He is excited to, well, not excited, but he has come to he's remained distant. He appreciates your help, but is still embarrassed that he had to use divine help. But he quietly gives you a thumbs up. And so the eventually it becomes time. Fortuna plays the song. And Terrell appears. She says, "So, I suppose it is time for you to return home from whence I brought you a year ago."
Oh yeah, it was that long.
Yes. Strange.
Did it feel like 5 minutes to you?
No, that's not what I mean.
Oh, what's strange?
She looks up to the ceiling, and from the ceiling, you can see a rune circle start to bleed through brightly, and the ceiling seems to disintegrate. And standing up there is that shadowy being.
Oh shit.
And Karsus is looking horrified. He's like, "Guys, I screwed up. I screwed up majorly." And the being says, "Finally. Thank you for expediting my plans. I was trying to do this as the dragons, siphon them, become powerful to take it by force, but I suppose this is just as good." And the ritual, which you've actually seen before, Fortuna, this ritual is a modified version of Karsus's avatar. This is the ritual that killed your father. Yes, it is the ritual that killed your father. It starts to charge. And judging by the way the sphere is facing, as a face begins to form on it, it looks like it's aiming right at Terrell.
That's not a good thing.
No, it's not.
Tarsus, I need your help. We need to stop this.
I don't know how. It's already started.
No, we need you to like help us out. Get out.
All right. You get Terrell out of here. I'll he jumps to the jumps into the dark sphere, not knowing what to do. Lorenzo, terrified, says, "Lady Terrell, grant me this wish. I wish for your hearts to not be able to be gathered anymore. I need you to get out of here and stay gone. I've had my reservations against the hearts for so long, and I can't. They need to be scattered to the winds, never to be returned." And she says, "That is quite a powerful wish. I can grant it, but at a price." And she flies into Lorenzo, and all her orbs fly out. Fortuna, with your ethereal glasses, you can see his soul is his soul is ripped from his body, housing all the seven, and then it is violently shattered as his body begins to rise. The shadow being says, "What are you doing? You're ruining everything." And and Carson says, "You gotta get us out of here. Send it somewhere. I can't hold it for long."
Hmm.
You have one action, Fortuna. Well, all of you.
But what do you want me to do?
We
I know you
gotta-
want me to do something, and now I need to figure out what it is.
Send it somewhere.
Huh. The best spell for that on me.
Well, you've had short rests and long rests. You can have whatever spell. You can swap out a spell because of long rest.
What's the best? Yeah, what's a spell that you could cast that could get us out? Is there a spell that lets you time travel?
No, I meant I to get it. The best thing to go against it is banishment.
All right, where do you banish it to?
It's not a part of the thing. It just is. Okay, let's see.
Okay,
Send one
Yeah.
creature to another plane of existence. They
Yeah.
must succeed. I guess I'll send it back to the abyss.
All right. You in a panic, you you think of the one place where it can at least not do as much damage as it's already done. And you send it back to the abyss from where you found it. At the same time, Lorenzo's merging with Terrell completes, and his body is shaking violently, crackling with magical energy of all kind. It floats up to the hole in the ground. It floats up in the hole in the ground and begins to sprout bark around it as it climbs up. And it is sprouting bark around it
Hey guys, I'm back.
as its roots begin to take hold in this chamber, sealing the hole above. In a very violent fit, several arcs of electricity are shot through the air. Everyone gets hit. Everyone gets hit and blacks out. And that is where we will end this session.
I do know what to do. For us to go with the. Oh man, I forgot to make our clones.
Ah, rip. Ripperoonie. Alright.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Well,
If I need to get us to the future, I can use sequester. I can sequester us to be set.
don't worry about that.
All right, fine.
Don't worry about that.
I could have made our
As
clones.
you're all right, I'll say this. As you're starting to black out, you can see the roots of the trees start pulling you towards it, and a sort of a blue amber seeps, or blue sap seeps from it, encasing all of you, as the last of Lorenzo's will is sealed into the tree. Basically, I'm saying Lorenzo is essentially sealing you in magical amber until you get to the future. You remember the blue amber that was on the ceiling?
Vaguely.
You could see vague shapes, vague humanoid shape.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, finally, we're fucking done with that arc. I know it sucked at the end.
It didn't suck. It
Wait,
just
wait, wait. What happened at the end that sucked?
Oh,
Was it when I wasn't
no,
here?
no. It's because I'm gonna admit I got tired of this arc. Like, I got tired
we
of this arc.
understand.
I wanted to
The
get to the end
repetitiveness?
game, so I skipped through like 3 sessions worth of time.
We understand
Yeah.
you doing that. It's fine.
Yeah. But
It's cool.
2
It's
sessions
cool.
left. There's 2 sessions left in this campaign, 2-part finale. That is where I put most of my effort for this part. Okay?
For the end of like Liching Tree, like this is where
Yes.
it's like you're gonna be like my magnum opus for now. Just-
My next campaign's going to be a lot better. I'm just going to say that. So, yeah, we'll pick up next time with y'all waking up in the present.
Yeah, like what was your thoughts about like the final
I
boss
am
of the
pissed
pack?
at Nat 1. I'm pissed about the Nat 1.
Hmm.
Alright.
So we have 1, maybe 2 sessions left.
It's definitely going to be 2 sessions.
1 session for the thingy that we need to fight. 1 session to wrap everything up, or vice versa.
It's 2 sessions. One, y'all figuring out what the fuck's going on, and then the final boss and epilogue. So, I'm gonna end the stream now. Thanks for everyone coming, and thanks for anyone who's watching on YouTube. I know this episode's not the greatest, but the next 2 will be amazing. I promise. All right, later.
Ciao.
Mm.